Hello and welcome to Cloverdale, Indiana for a Western Indiana Conference Clash. Homecoming week in Putnam County. Week 7 of the 2017 IHSA football season sees the host Clovers take on the Owen Valley Patriots live on the ISC Sports Network. I am Jeremiah Johnson, honored to have one of the most knowledgeable Indiana football minds around, Lance Scheib, joining me for tonight's game. It seems like just yesterday, Lance, we were starting this football season at Clinton Prairie High School. That was week 1. Well, this weekend, the state tournament pairings are announced.
I tell you what, there's nothing more exciting right now for high schools to be celebrating homecomings, to have that announcement this weekend with the state finals, the pairings. Now it really puts things in perspective, especially for these senior classes across the state of Indiana. It's a big deal. This thing is coming to an end, and now you want to make sure you put your best foot forward, and I hope to see both teams do that tonight. A
couple of evenly matched teams on the field tonight. We'll start with Owen Valley. They're 2-4, coming off a hard-fought 21-17 loss to Cascade last Friday. Dwayne Potts, coach, he's dealing with a number of injuries this season.
I tell you what, anytime you have those type of years, it's great to have a coach like Dwayne Potts, who's been through this, understands that, you know what, you play the next man up, you kind of move and shift guys around a little bit, but Coach Potts will definitely have his kids ready to rock and roll tonight.
There you see the Owen Valley Patriots entering the field of play. As for Cloverdale, they were also 2-4, but feeling a little bit better about themselves after scoring 53 points last Friday against Brown County.
When you talk about high school kids, momentum is such a big deal, and how you approach things after a big win is such a way of life for high school coaches. And I know that Coach Wonders is excited about this group. As he talked to us before the game, he's followed this group all the way up from elementary school. He's very excited about his kids.
A couple of 2-4 teams, and you are watching the Endeavor Communications pregame show. Both teams really like to pass. They like to run as well. But, Coach, our players to watch are both the leading rushers for Cloverdale and Owen Valley. Let us take a look at your players to watch in tonight's game.
Well, I'll tell you what, start with Owen Valley. Chase LaCourciere has done a great job all year. What jumps off the page to me is 5.4 yards a carry, 570 yards, 2 100-yard games, and 7 touchdowns. And for your Cloverdale, you've got running back Tice Jackson, 325 yards rushing, 5.1 yards a carry, and 2 touchdowns.
Don't be tortured by technology. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit www.weendeavor.com for all your telecommunications and technology needs. So we've got the players to watch. A number of talented skill players in this game. Only one can be your X factor, and we're going to stay on the home sideline.
I'll tell you what, Nick Wonders, coach's son, is just a great-looking young man. I love to watch the kids warm up and see how Nick moves. Has had a great year, 13 receptions, 237 yards and a touchdown. Also 208 yards rushing. Again, 5.9 yards a carry and a touchdown. And Nick is doing a lot of things that's making his dad very, very proud on and off the field.
Certainly, Tom Winders enjoys watching his son Nick play. We are looking forward to an outstanding Western Indiana Conference Clash. We'll have Coach Scheib's keys to victory and set up the opening kickoff after this short timeout. You're watching Endeavor Communications and the ISC Sports Network.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 1 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click weendeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Worried your family isn't protected at home? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eShield Security Solutions. With Endeavor eShield Security Solutions, peace of mind comes from knowing your family and your business are safe. We also provide internet, television, wireless, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Endeavor Communications, your hometown telephone provider for over 65 years, is bringing us ISC Sports Network coverage tonight. Cloverdale and Owen Valley. Coach, how about our Sunbelt Reynolds keys to the game?
Well, anytime you talk to Coach Winders and Coach Boss, they felt like the biggest thing was don't give up the big plays. Both teams have that capability. Must contain, if you're Cloverdale, must contain Owen Valley's Burkett. Say what, good-looking kid, throws a great ball, and then also control the line of scrimmage on both sides. Both of them are a little concerned about that because of the injury bug that's hit both teams.
Cloverdale won the toss. They decided to defer, so they will likely receive the third quarter kickoff. Owen Valley in the white uniforms will receive as we are set for Western Indiana Conference football action on the ISC Sports Network. Trey Henry to kick off for Cloverdale, and we are officially underway, and that is a touchback. Not bad when you can hit it to the end zone. That is Trey Henry's third touchback of the season. Time to take a look at your offensive starters for the Owen Valley Patriots. Daniel Burkett was not necessarily referenced prominently off the top, but he will be referenced repeatedly throughout the course of this game.
To it, he is a dual threat. Just talking to Coach Potts before the games, puts most of the game in his hands. Really gives him a lot of leeway on run-pass options. That should be exciting tonight.
9 seniors, 2 juniors on the original starting lineup. There may be some substitutions as Owen Valley is dealing with some injuries. As for the Cloverdale defense, let's take a look at their starters for tonight. Giving up 20.5 points per game. They forced 7 or recovered 7 fumbles, so you see a look at their starters, and time to begin action from the 20-yard line. Owen Valley will hand off the first play. Chase LaCourciere, the player to watch, picks up about 2 yards.
Again, I like the idea of letting Burkett just kind of sit there and read what's happening in front of him. Let his linemen have great angles here, and great job of just reading a light box, meaning only 6 guys inside the box. And so I'm going to hand the ball off to LaCourciere.
Daniel Burkett out of the shotgun on first down, also on second down. You like that run-pass option ability with a quarterback as talented as Daniel Burkett. Has LaCourciere beside him once again. This time, Burkett rolls right, looking for someone, not finding anyone, and what a sack by Cloverdale. Number 5, Tice Jackson. Great pursuit.
Talking to Coach Winders before the game, he loves the athleticism of his team. And again, it was on great display there. Burkett is not slow by any means, but was able to get tracked down. Great job by Cloverdale on defense.
Tice Jackson had 2.5 tackles for loss entering this game. That's a sack. Make it 3.5. Tice Jackson, a senior middle linebacker for the Cloverdale Clovers. And on 3rd and 10, this homecoming crowd trying to fire up the Clovers, trying to get a quick 3 and out in this game. That could be a little bit of a low-scoring game, Coach Scheib.
Well, I tell you what, I'll be anxious to see. Last time Cloverdale gave pressure. This time they're choosing just to play defense.
Burkett makes something happen. He's still scrambling, but he cannot get back to the original line of scrimmage. And once again, Jackson is there to finish that play off. This game could not have started any better if you are a Cloverdale fan. Tom
Winders has to be thrilled. He's able to put pressure on Burkett there with just bringing his front 4. That's a big deal. That's a problem if you're Owen Valley. You got to now chip or keep an extra guy in to block. Great job, great schematics there by Tom Winders and his Cloverdale.
On consecutive plays, Tice Jackson with sacks. Cloverdale as a team entered this game with 14.5, and Jackson has 2 in the first 3 plays. So, set to punt is Owen Valley. Cloverdale will have great field position. That punt, it stays in Owen Valley territory, and it is retrieved by number 2 for Cloverdale, Nick Winders, and the Clovers will take over at about the 38-yard line. Coach, let's take a quick look at that Cloverdale offense. Once again, we referenced last week an offensive explosion at Brown County. This group scored 53 points.
Wing T version here. Coach Winders is excited about getting multiple guys, the football, being able to have angles as an offensive line. Looking forward to watching Wing T offense tonight from Coach Winders.
The defensive starters for Owen Valley, a group giving up 28 points per game, but they did allow over 40 to both Vincennes, Lincoln, and Northview, and those are a couple of high-powered offensive attack, so maybe the number skewed just a little bit. You see the defensive starters, but a mash unit up front for Owen Valley.
Exactly. Forced to play even their quarterback Burkett as a corner tonight, but really a 4-3 base. Likes to play cover 4, which is basically a version of man-to-man. Should be interesting with this wing tee how Owen Valley adjusts to it.
Parker Watts is the quarterback for Cloverdale. He's a junior. Took over at about the middle of the season for Drew Boyette, but they have basically two quarterbacks who can play, but right now it is the junior Parker Watts who has control, and the officials are having a brief conversation. Prior to each team's offensive first play, they were checking equipment, and that's something that has to be done near the beginning of the game.
I'll tell you what, I think they're a little concerned. I thought there might have been a flag because they really didn't give Nick Winters a chance to catch the ball, and I really thought he might have fumbled it. So an interesting start to the game for Cloverdale.
We are ready to go. 1st and 10 from the Owen Valley 38. Parker Watts once again under center, and he will hand off to Tice Jackson, someone's name we've called just a time or two already in this broadcast.
Well, I like the way that Tice Jackson plays. What I like, he is just a mean, hard-going football player here. I like it on both sides of the football here. Great start for Cloverdale.
Could not ask for better field position. Cloverdale runs the wing tee. You're an offensive specialist, so you like that offense?
I love the wing tee because it gives your linemen, they're always blocking on angles, and Coach Winters is concerned about the size of his linemen, and this gives him a definite advantage.
With some action in the backfield, Watts handed that one off to Tice Jackson. Looks like he'll be about a yard short, but if you can get 4 yards on every carry, don't change a thing.
No, you're going to keep making them stop what you're doing. Too many times offenses get cute. I love the way that Coach Boyette is calling the game here of just making them stop what you do best. Give the ball to Jackson, see what happens. Billy
Boyette, the offensive coordinator, is about 2 seats to our left, so hopefully he's not distracted by our broadcast. He's focused on the game, but he just heard me say that, so we'll trust he's got a good one here on 3rd and 1. The handoff on the end around is for a first down and many more. Nick Winters picks up about 10 on the play. First down, Clovers.
I love the schematics are going inside and out, making Owen Valley go sideline to sideline. They've gone up the middle twice. Give the ball to Winters. Great call there, making the defense play and cover the entire field.
Nick Winters, the X Factor head coach's son, a 3-sport athlete, someone we will reference and discuss on this broadcast. Once again, Tice Jackson, the lone running back in the backfield, but a couple of wings that are in motion, and this one goes to 24. Jake Wilkes, I should say, picks up about 4.
Again, when you're getting 3 to 4 yards and really closer to 4 on each play, again, if you're Coach Boyette, your whole offensive scheme is involved here, and both the last 2 plays have been on the edge, which tells me for success, your wingbacks are doing great jobs of blocking.
And one of the things that Coach Winters told us before the game, they have good skill players. It's up to their offensive line to match the size of Owen Valley. So far, so good.
Oh, I love what's going on here. Cloverdale has got Owen Valley on their heels.
Winters goes in motion. The handoff will be to Tice Jackson. He will rumble, and Owen Valley signaling like they may have it. We have a fumble, and Owen Valley recovers it. Turnovers can turn the tide in a game.
Well, I tell you what, great job by Owen Valley of not bending or just bending and not breaking there. Tice Jackson kind of surprised by that. Coach Winters alludes that he was a pretty handy ball carrier there. Just got hit late. The ball pops out. Great job by Owen Valley.
Hard to see who caused that fumble and who recovered it, but it was one of those situations where you've got 4 guys gang tackle. You have someone rip the ball out just before Tice Jackson went down, so all of a sudden Owen Valley with a little momentum on the road, and the Patriots will take over at their own 15-yard line. Burkett going to hand off to Chase LaCourciere. He picks up about 2 or 3, much like very similar way that first drive started for Owen Valley.
Well, I tell you what, I really like the way you're going to spread out Cloverdale here if you coach Potts. And now you're going to let LaCourciere kind of pick and choose where he wants to go. I think right now the line of scrimmage, though, is being won early on by Cloverdale, and that's a great sign for Coach Winters.
Burkett, 70 of 1 or 70 for 118, 840 yards passing coming into this game. We saw him throw before the game. He certainly has the skills and talent to throw, just needs a little bit of time. On the end around, number 29, Ian Townsend, but he is barely able to get back to the line of scrimmage. So once again, 3rd and long for Owen Valley. You referenced the work this Cloverdale squad is doing defensively.
Well, right now they're saying throw the football because they're playing man-to-man. Cloverdale is. And normally as a defensive scheme, you want to be one more than what the offense has. And right now, Cloverdale is saying throw it to beat us because they are doing a great job against the run.
Clearly a passing down here on 3rd and 7. Owen Valley averaging 139.8 points per game through the yards per game through the air, 163 on the ground. Nice balance. This is throwing down, and Burkett will roll right. Has a little more time than he had previously, but nobody open. And once again, Tice Jackson was making him hurry that throw.
I love Tice Jackson. I love his motor. And that time, that was an all-out blitz. Cloverdale brought 6, and that was just one too many or two too many at times for Owen Valley to be able to cover here. Great job of moving the pocket, but Burkett was still under duress. Nice job by Coach Wonders and his staff.
Looked like the fullback did pick up the block to give Burkett just a little more time, but he really did not have anyone open as well. So it'll be the second punt of the game already for Owen Valley. Carter, the Corsair, handles the punting and kicking duties for Owen Valley. He's talented. Not a long kick to start this game off. We'll see if he can get a little more range on this one. And once again, it's short, bounces close to the 50-yard line, and that one will start right on the 50. This game moving right along, already midway through the first quarter, but second drive in a row. Good starting field position for Cloverdale.
That's also the second punt that Cloverdale has come within probably a hand of blocking. They, if you're Owen Valley and Coach Potts, you've got to address that real quick. And again, if your Nick Wonders there catch the football, lost about 12 yards by not catching it. As a former coach, that would drive me crazy. Just catch the ball, fair catch it. They can't hit you anyway, and take the ball on their side of the field.
You saw both coaches, Tom Winders and Dwayne Potts. Now Cloverdale 1st and 10 at midfield. Parker Watts once again under center. He will pitch to number 24, Jake Wilkes. Gets a little blocking, goes down the right sideline, and he's still up. 20, 10. He's going to score a touchdown from 50 yards out. Excellent blocking. Jake Wilkes, excellent running.
I tell you what, Wilkes did a fantastic job of being patient as he got and let his blocks, his two running backs block. And I tell you what, I'm not sure how he stayed in bounds. Great job again by Wilkes about having great balance to have that explosiveness. Nice job, nice play call here. And again, I still go back saying right now Cloverdale is by far the more physical football team, and normally the most physical team wins the game.
Outstanding run, and time for the point after kick. Trey Henry will attempt. He's 5 for 12 on the season in extra point attempts. Coach Winders said, we're going to try every time. It's certainly a work in progress, but they will try to put the Clovers up 7-0 early. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Cloverdale on top on homecoming, 7-0 over Owen Valley. You are watching the ISC Sports Network.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications, technology for real people.
Back at Cloverdale, and the first score of the game, an emotional one. Jake Wilkes, the junior, takes a block and then finds the daylight down the right sideline. Cloverdale, another look coach, leads it 7-0.
I love it when backs go inside out. He bounced it out outside. Jake was able to restart, and he just exploded. And when that happens there was nothing. Owen Valley could not take the right angle to get there. Great job. Congratulations, Jake.
And we were told Jake Wilkes' father passed away on Monday. So an emotional night, someone playing with a heavy heart, and you cannot help but be happy and get a little goosebump there for Jake Wilkes, who scores a 50-yard touchdown run on homecoming night, no doubt in honor of his father.
Tell you what, anytime you lose a loved one, especially your father, and you're this young, it's you never quite know how kids are going to react. But I am sure that Coach Winders and his staff did a nice job all week of making sure that Jake knows what's important.
Jake's father lost a battle with cancer, and now he's back onto the field to play defense, and that's one of those things that you deal with over time, as his dad was trying to battle that dreaded disease, and he comes and plays in his honor tonight.
I'll tell you what, anytime you're in that situation, you really try to get back to what's normal. And normal for Jake is going to school. Normal is playing and practicing football and being here on Friday night. And I'm sure his dad want nothing else but him to get back here and play in front of his family and friends.
Well, no matter what else happens the remainder of this night, I think everyone watching can give a high five and a handshake and a hug to Jake Wilkes, who scored that touchdown in honor of his father, Jim. Owen Valley back to work, started out at their own 20. That's the kind of play you can see from quarterback Daniel Burkett. He was rushed, he scrambled. He does get Owen Valley's first down of the game.
I watched Burkett's eyes there. He's concerned about the rush as you watch him here scramble around. That's not a good sign. I know that Coach Potts wants him to just relax in the pocket. He is running for his life, is running away from our good friend Tice Jackson, who's been all over the field all night. And
then interior line for Cloverdale, Trey Dickinson and Ethan Radford were really wreaking havoc and causing that commotion. But give Burkett credit, got a first down. He's a runner, he can throw as well. He gets Owen Valley just a little bit of movement after they have been struggling. At that point, Burkett brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And option play. Entering the game, Burkett 67 rushes for 230 yards. We reference his passing, 840 through the air. You asked Coach Winders before the game, you want to see him throw or run? He's talented at both.
Yeah, Coach Winters likes, playing against great athletes like this. Really wants him to run the ball probably because he really likes the way he throws it. So we'll see how that plays out all night.
Owen Valley now faced with 2nd down and 11 from the 31. Daniel Burkett, a 6'2", 185-pound quarterback. Nice little swing pass to 82. Dalen Dow picks up about 3 or 4. It will once again be 3rd and long, and you've got to give credit to that Cloverdale defense on the pursuit for that one.
Well, I like what's going on here. They're getting to the football. Ball's out quick. I like that, but again, they've got 1, 2, 3 guys putting a helmet on Dow there. Nice job, brings up 3rd and long, not where you want to be if you're Coach Potts.
Dalen Dow, a junior, 5'10", 160, so 3 receivers on the screen. Burkett once again operating out of the shotgun. Dow will go in motion, so he'll be throwing up top. Nice execution on this one, but great defense by the Owen Valley Patriots as number 29 is brought down, Ian Townsend. Owen Valley forces the punt for the 3rd time this quarter.
Tell you what, Jeremiah, I'm concerned about this punt now. They've been close. Cloverdale's overloading the punter's right side of the offensive line, and there's been somebody come free the last 2 punts. If they'll lay out and not be Superman here, put his hands together, he'll block the punt.
And Jake Wilkes is back to receive this punt for Cloverdale. We saw earlier the speed he has, and if he gets some blocking, he might be headed towards the sidelines once again. Wilkes will be able to return this, and he's got some time. Does call for the fair catch. Bobbled it for a second, retrieves it. Cloverdale will take over at the 31-yard line. That punt by Trey Henry, or I should say by Carter LaCourciere, a little bit better than the previous 2.
Much better, and I tell you what, you can already tell where Coach Potts has kind of addressed it. They kind of fanned more to their right. Nobody was free for Cloverdale that time. Nice punt, nice execution, nice, again, anytime there's no return yardage, you feel good as a coach.
Last drive for Cloverdale. 1 play and a touchdown. That drive started at the 50. This one looks like it'll start at about the 32-yard line. Parker Watts, number 7, the junior quarterback, has his team ready to go, and the handoff will be to Nick Winders. Unable to find any room. He tried to cut back and go the other direction, and sometimes you just need to cut your losses.
Well, great job that time by Owen Valley of setting the edge. Setting the edge again, basically just making sure that you keep your outside arm free. You make sure you turn the ball carrier back inside to all your friends. When that happens in the 4-3 scheme, good things happen for your defense.
So now Owen Valley with a little defensive momentum. They had that one turnover, which was a key player. This game could very easily be 14-0. It is 2nd down and 13. Clock ticking here in the first quarter. 2.5 minutes to play. Watts throwing deep, has a nice ball, has a man, but just overthrows Tyler Cave. That's a play, though. Even though it's not complete, he can help you the rest of this game.
Great play call. Again, more than anything else, you're setting things up for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter here. You're now making that defensive back turn and run, which now means he cannot be coming up on running plays here, which is what the wing T offense wants to do. Great throw. I mean, nice job again. You gave your receiver a chance, just a little bit overthrown, but the ball was certainly out there. Great strong arm.
Tyler Cave with 6 receptions for 98 yards entering play, a 16.3 yard per reception average, and he showed the speed that he can get by the defense as well. We'll see what happens here on 3rd and 13. Watts is intercepted. 2nd turnover of the game for Cloverdale. Number 25, Patrick Hirschberger. He's a captain, and he comes up with a huge play for the Owen Valley Patriots.
Watch Parker there. He turned to his right. I'm not sure if he just didn't see the linebacker in the flat, but again, it looked more like he was throwing the ball to Owen Valley than he was to Cloverdale there. Great play, nice break on the ball. Huge momentum shift, Jeremiah, for Owen Valley.
Owen Valley with 2 key turnovers. That one, if it falls incomplete, it maybe would have been a punt, but now with the interception, great field position for the Patriots. 1st and 10 on the Cloverdale 28 as Owen Valley tries to perhaps tie this game late in the first quarter. Daniel Burkett takes the low shotgun snap, throws it towards the flat. Isaiah McMurray was the intended target. Would have been a gain of about 3, unable to connect.
I'll tell you what, looking up front right now, Owen Valley's linemen are really struggling with pressure and just what Cloverdale's doing. I saw a couple linemen turn and twist defense linemen. That's holding. And right now, again, up front, Cloverdale is winning that battle.
Can you do a draw or a screen perhaps to negate some of this rush?
I think you're going to have to, or some kind of trap plays just to kind of get to slow them down a little bit, because right now Cloverdale is winning up front.
Chase LaCourcier, the running back in the backfield. He'll be the lead blocker, but quarterback Burkett takes it himself. He gets 2 or 3 yards. Because Owen Valley, and this probably should be mentioned when we discuss the Owen Valley offensive struggles, their offensive line is a little bit in shambles from what this group started the season. They've got a number of injuries, and you can't just, at this level of football, you can't just plug someone else in and expect them to be able to do what your injured players were.
Now, Coach Potts was talking to us before the game. He's not had a year like this ever, where he's had so many injuries up front and everywhere, and it's just kind of a mash unit, and they're doing the best they can.
Burkett looking, and that's a screen that we referenced. Threw it towards the flat to LaCourcier, but great read from Cloverdale. Looked like it might have been Jake Wilkes getting over into the flat. Also number 2, Nick Winders, maybe was over there as well. Setting up 4th down in an interesting dilemma. 4th and 8 from the 26. I'm guessing out of Carter LaCourcier's field goal range.
Well, look for Owen Valley and Coach Potts to move the pocket. The problem is Coach Winters understands that. Look for outside pressure from Cloverdale here. Should be an interesting 3rd down.
So 4th down and 8. 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Daniel Burkett looking towards the slot, and it's a post pattern. It's complete. It's a touchdown. Spectacular execution. It's Colin Brandenburg, the 5'6", 145-pound senior. May not be big, but he sure showed some hands on that play.
Great route, great poise by your quarterback there. Burkett just impressed with the offensive line. Didn't bring pressure there. Cloverdale didn't, and Daniel Burkett just stayed in there and threw a laser.
Jerry Burton was in coverage for Cloverdale. You had the 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Sometimes you can have the defense so focused on the trips that you can have single or man coverage on the receiver at the top, and that is exactly what Burkett got. Time for the extra point kick. Looks like it was blocked. It is no good. Owen Valley scores the touchdown, but the Patriots are unable to tie the game. Blocked extra point. Carter LaCoursier's attempt was no good, so it is 7-6 here on the ISC Sports Network.
Again? I'm going to miss the big game.
Troubled by your TV provider? Endeavor is here with ETV. With Endeavor's television service, there's no need to worry about a thunderstorm or whether your satellite dish is pointed in the right direction. We also provide internet, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Endeavor Communications brings us high school football on the ISC Sports Network. It's a Western Indiana Conference East Division clash. A couple of 2-win teams, and you look at the stats. Both teams entered this point in the season with 15 touchdowns. Now they both have 16. A lot of similarities between these two teams.
I tell you what, I think that Coach Winders was sandbagging before the game, because he talked about how up front he was concerned about all these things. They're holding their own and then some. And then you got Owen Valley. Coach Potts has done an incredible job putting guys in place to give his offense and defense a chance to make plays tonight.
Carter LaCoursier will kick off for Owen Valley. Lands at about the 18-yard line. Jake Wilkes, already one touchdown in the game, tries to make a move, really unable to get any yardage from where he got it. Cloverdale will take over at the 20-yard line.
LaCoursier, great job of getting height on that kickoff, even though it landed on the 18, gave his team an opportunity to come out and cover, and only gave up the ball on the 20-yard line. That happens again, Jeremiah, you and I have talked about this a bunch. To go 80 yards in high school football is not an easy thing to do. You
asked Coach Winders at the beginning of the week about some keys to victory, and the first one he gave you was controlling the turnovers. They have 12 this season and already 2 in the first quarter. Without those 2 turnovers, this is a completely different game.
Amen. And in football, or in high school football, you turn the ball over, bad things happen just from a momentum and your vibe.
Had a reverse, and speaking of turnovers, we have another one. Owen Valley recovers. That's number 53. Johnny on the spot for the Patriots. Tyler Fears. So it was a reverse attempt, but the second handoff was botched, and Owen Valley recovers. That is 3 Cloverdale turnovers in the first quarter.
I'll tell you what, you cannot turn the ball over and win. I know that's something that Coach Winders harps on. Give all the credit to Owen Valley and Coach Potts. His defense has been opportunistic. Let's see if they can take advantage of it again offensively.
Tyler Fears taking advantage of an opportunity. He was not listed in the 2 deep initially defensively, but so many injuries. He's a starting right guard. Well, he also now playing on the defensive line and has that key fumble recovery. Pass towards the bottom of your screen to number 82, Dalen Dow. He will be stopped not long after catching that pass. Actually, might have even lost yardage.
See what ball came out quick. I think right now Coach Potts is just trying to calm Burkett down a little bit here, a little gun shy, just because of the pressure that Cloverdale is putting on the offensive line and the offense in general.
You can't give a quarterback like Burkett, though, this many chances.
Oh, amen. No, you know that because you play the position. You're going to start getting into a rhythm, which is not good for Cloverdale.
He will keep it this time. Picks up about 3 or 4, maybe. Once again, a great job by that interior of the Cloverdale defensive line. We referenced Trey Dickinson and Ethan Radford. Stephen Allen also doing some good work in this game for Cloverdale. We'll try to spotlight those guys in the trenches. Sometimes the backs and the cornerbacks, the linebackers, they get all the spotlight. It's all about the work up front. And that will be the end of the first quarter. I would say an action-packed, entertaining, not perfect football, but we hope you are enjoying it. Cloverdale with a 7-6 lead as we head to the second quarter. You are watching the ISC Sports Network.
Not getting their messages? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eWireless. Endeavor Communications combines the nation's largest 4G LTE network with friendly hometown service, so you'll always be connected to your kids. We also provide internet, television, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 1 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click weendeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
eShield Security provides security protection for your home or business. Powered by quality Honeywell products, Endeavor eShield helps protect what you cherish most, providing burglary and intrusion detection, flood detection, and so much more. 1-800-922-6677. Time to start the second quarter. Owen Valley comes out firing. Quarterback Burkett incomplete on third down, and all of a sudden Owen Valley has a decision to make. They missed an extra point, but they do have confidence in their kicker, Carter Lavassiere.
I'm going to tell you what, Coach Potts was quick to point that out, that he said if we get a chance, we're going to attempt field goals. He wasn't lying. This is going to be a 35-yard field goal here. A lot of confidence in LaCourciere, and so I'll be anxious to see how this ends up.
LaCourciere, brother to running back Chase LaCourciere, Carter a junior, Chase a senior, so two very integral members of this Owen Valley team. He will attempt a 35-yard field goal on 4th and 10 to give Owen Valley the lead, but that one is blown dead. We have penalty flags down, and they did not get that snap off. Delay of game. Did you see? Did it go in?
It would. Yeah, it was good barely. It got over.
A costly penalty, so if you push it back 5 yards, is that within Carter LaCourciere's range? He has a long of 36, but all of a sudden at this point, you're going to be asking him to attempt a 40-yard field goal.
Now, the good thing about this, as long as the ball gets to the end zone, the ball is placed on the 20. So the worst-case scenario here, you attempt it again, going to be looking more like a 40-yard field goal here.
And he had a practice attempt.
Exactly, and it was good. And so, he just has to get the ball to the end zone, and the ball will go out to the 20, worst-case scenario.
Carter LaCourciere, 3 for 6 from field goals this season, has a long of 36. This one from 40 after the penalty. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is long enough, but it is wide left. So Owen Valley basically cost themselves 3 points because of a delay of game penalty. That is a play that Coach Potts will be likely losing a little bit of sleep over. Both teams with some mistakes early on tonight.
Well, you talked about this earlier, Jeremiah. Two evenly matched teams, two offensively and defensively. Teams are both in kind of the same spot with injuries, and so that type of mistake is something that may come back and haunt Owen Valley.
The ball did get through the end zone, as you referenced, so it means Cloverdale will take over at their own 20-yard line. This is an offense that has shown capabilities of moving the football, but any sustained drives have been stopped from turnovers. One big play, a 50-yard touchdown run, is the difference, and that is not how you get things started. The handoff was to number 2, Nick Winders, and he's brought back maybe a loss of 5.
Looks like to me they didn't block the defensive end there. If you're Cloverdale, which looked for that same action and running underneath the defensive end because he was really screaming up field. Don't think that Coach Winders thought that might happen because they'd done such a good job with Tice Jackson earlier.
Cloverdale might be forced to throw here. Parker Watts, 55 passes entering the game. Drew Boyette, 54, who started the season at quarterback. So they can throw, but this time it's a nifty juke move and almost a first down. Lost the ball as he went down. That was number 10, Trey Henry. And he did get the first down.
I love the inside-out move. As a receiver, to be able to have that kind of patience, I like that. He let everything develop, hang on to the daggone football. Coach Winders is going to be talking about that. In general, great plays, don't get the ball back to him.
Trey Henry, just a junior. He has 14 carries this season, 2 receptions, and even threw a pass complete for 29 yards. So he can do a little bit of everything when number 10 comes on the field. Look for Cloverdale to try to get him the football. Parker Watts, the quarterback, hands off to Tice Jackson. Bounces outside, then lowers his shoulder. Tough running by number 5.
I tell you what, I like how Tice goes here. I like the idea of giving your lineman the opportunity to run motion across the formation and then running a trap right behind it back there. Tice Jackson, great job in general of just making yards after contact.
We referenced offensive coordinator Billy Boyette. He has a number of options when you think about Tice Jackson is the bruising running back. Nick Winders can get it out of a motion play, can catch some passes. Jake Wilkes has a 50-yard touchdown. That one will go to Winders. Winders bounces it outside. He sees daylight. He has 10 and a first down and might even pick up even more if we've got a potential face mask or maybe even targeting.
Yeah, it was definitely hit above the helmet here. It looks like they may have either a hold with Cloverdale, or I think it might be like you said, Jeremiah, a face mask or even a targeting.
All right, so it is coming back. Where it was thrown, it was almost thrown at the ball carrier, which made me think maybe it was a defensive play, but the holding must have been very close to the hole. So Nick Winders' first down run will come back, and that's basically a 20-yard penalty.
Yeah, and so you're in a situation there. The only good thing, if for Cloverdale, it happened on the end of the run, so it's just first and 10
so,
again.
Yep.
And so, yes, it cost you yards, but it could have been a lot worse.
So once again, first and 10 is like that play never happened.
Exactly.
10:27 on the clock here in the second quarter. Parker Watts now a little bit of wishbone action in the backfield for Cloverdale. Interesting look for Coach Winders, and he will see Nick Winders, the coach's son, take that one, unable to get the 10 that he had on the last play, but I like the different look from Cloverdale.
Well, that's how they scored on their touchdown. Again, it's just something different here. All you're doing now is making Owen Valley adjust, understand what's in front of them. I like the multiple formations. I like the idea of keeping Owen Valley kind of on their heels a little bit by formations.
Parker Watts, once again, is a junior, took over in about the middle of the season. He will handle all of the quarterbacking duties, but ironic that he was 18 for 55 through the air entering play. Drew Boyette, the other quarterback, was 18 for 54, so their stats nearly identical, but Cloverdale really moving the football under Watts. And Jake Wilkes, that's someone you want to get the football to. We've seen it from his 50-yard touchdown run, and that play picks up about 5, setting up 3rd and maybe 2.
Jake did a great job of letting the defense kind of overrun. He was patient, cut back, and then bounced it back outside to give it a very manageable 3rd down play here.
So Cloverdale, once again, is in Owen Valley territory. The good news, they've been able to move the football. The bad news, turnovers and mistakes have cost this team from really having a bigger lead than just 7-6.
I think they have really dominated this football game in every place but the scoreboard. You got to hold on the football if you're Cloverdale.
So Winders in motion. Fake the handoff to Winders and give it to Tice Jackson. That's a pretty good option on 3rd and short, but I don't think he made it.
Yeah, I think he sure is. Well, the nice thing is, right where we're standing, Jeremiah, is right on the sticks here. I think it's going to be just a little bit short.
And the official at the bottom of the screen had a little bit of a better spot than the one that initially picked up the football. And where that is, I still think you can tell they're going to take a timeout for measurement, but the chains appear to be on the other side of the 46-yard line, closer to the 45, and we see the ball just shy, or I should say just shy of the 46. So
I'll tell you what, that play had a great development happening in front of it here. I thought Owen Valley really recovered well from what I thought was a great play call there. Tice Jackson running full speed for them to hold him to less than 2 yards. Great job by the Owen Valley defense.
If nothing else, it gives the Cloverdale coaching staff a little more time to think about this 4th down play. No doubt they will be going for it. You would not see them punt in this situation. We should give a shout out to the officiating crew, essential to any successful high school football season around the state. The job these men and some women do as well, but tonight it is Steve Williams, Charlie Walker, Roderick Williams, Willie Douglas, and Cameron Haywood. they're a team, just like the broadcast crew is a team. They go together each and every Friday night, and they are here in Cloverdale, and we tip our caps to the officials.
I'll tell you what, they've been able to have a pretty fluid game here. I think they're letting the kids play. They're letting the kids determine the outcome of the game. I love officials like that. 4th and short. Parker Watts, the quarterback. He hands off to his bruising running back, Tice Jackson, and he was met in the backfield by Tyler Fears, but it was that second effort from Jackson that gets him the first down. I thought Owen Valley had him dead, in the water there, but I tell you what, Jackson does a great job of keeping his feet moving, spinning, using the defender for leverage here. Great job by Tice Jackson. Tyler Fears already into the backfield earlier with that fumble recovery. He's a captain. He had 21 tackles on the season. He will register a tackle on that play, but maybe not what he was looking for, as Cloverdale maintains possession. 1st down and 10 from the 45. That pitch goes to Winders, a juke move, but he's going nowhere. Isaiah McMurray brings down Winders in the backfield. McMurray does an incredible job there in space against one of the most explosive players that Coach Winders has, and his son Nick breaks down, runs his feet, and does a textbook tackle here. Just impressive open field tackle by Owen Valley in general. And we should reference over the course of this game, many of these names we're calling them on offense, we're calling them on defense. You've got a 2A football school, Owen Valley 4A, but they still don't have the luxury of having people play just one side of the football. So a guy like Tyler Fears, he's going to be on the field the majority of this game. I said it earlier, he may be not normally a starter. Actually, was incorrect. He's a starter on both offensive line and defensive line, and he's showing exactly why. Well, I tell you what, the beauty about 2A and 3A and 4A football, sometimes you see it in 6A, but not as much. You've got guys playing truly like it used to be, where you got guys on both sides of the football. These kids will all sleep good tonight. You get the ice pack out and you come in on a Saturday morning and you just relax. You don't do anything on a Saturday after a football game like this, especially when all of the blood, sweat, and tears these players are providing. Parker Watts doing his best Daniel Burkett impersonation as he breaks the tackle, gets near the 1st down marker. That's the reason why Coach Winders wanted to put Parker Watts as the quarterback. Great mobility by Parker there, makes something out of nothing. Nice job by Owen Valley bringing pressure. Makes a very interesting 4th and 5 for Cloverdale. It's manageable now. They already converted once on 4th and 1 on this drive. Once again, 4th and 5 from the 40. With the way your defense is playing, do you consider at all punting? I like the field position battle here. 6 minutes to go in the game. Look for probably some type of jet sweep to get on the edge. So Parker Watts will take it. He's looking to throw. They're not afraid to let him throw. He rolls left and brought down. That's probably going to be grounding, and yes, the flag is down. They did not blow it dead. Oh, yes, they did blow it dead finally. It'll be Owen Valley football. Great job by the Patriots defense. They brought pressure. Again, I like what Coach Potts said. We're not going to let you sit back there and just pick us apart here. We're going to dictate the tempo of this play, and Owen Valley did that. Not quite sure, probably going to be grounding, so they're going to, it's a loss of down. It's not going to matter. Take the ball right there. I thought he was down, and so that's what I wasn't sure about there, Jeremiah, but great play call by Owen Valley. Steve Williams, the head referee of this game, and he is discussing what call to make. There are 2 penalty flags on the field, both in a similar vicinity, so let's wait for the official call. A legal man downfield. He'll decline that one. They're just going to call that an incomplete pass. Looks like they're going to give the ball back at the line of scrimmage here. You've got a situation at the 40-yard line, but you've also got the ball being marked at the 48. And so I think the ball should go, if you're going to decline it, it should go back to the original line of scrimmage of the 40-yard line. Yeah, it did look a little bit like grounding to us, but maybe they are determining that the player that he was throwing to was an eligible receiver, at which point it was a incomplete pass, and that is where you would decline the penalty. You would not accept the penalty because then it would still be 4th down and Cloverdale ball. But like you said, they talked about a little bit of a bad break for Owen Valley because it looks like you could have
picked up some yardage.
Well, they also, had illegal downfield and not grounding. I thought it might have been grounding only because the quarterback threw with his left hand and he is right-handed.
All right, so Owen Valley takes over at the 40-yard line. They came out with a little bit of a different formation on this play as well. Chase LaCourciere will eventually get the handoff, perhaps trying to get some extra blocking in the backfield.
I think that's exactly right. Anytime you're struggling like Owen Valley is right now up front, you've got to get multiple, put another back in the backfield here, see if you can dictate what Cloverdale has to do with their front to try to help you a little bit.
Chase LaCourciere entering the night 5.4 yards per carry. I don't know the numbers tonight, but not close to that it would not appear, as that Cloverdale defense is doing an outstanding job. That time LaCourciere was a little bit of a decoy. They hand the ball to number 8. Not on our program. We'll try to get an update on who exactly number 8 is for Owen Valley, but what he is brought down 3rd and 8 for Owen Valley.
What I like right there, when Owen Valley went into the 3 backs in the backfield, they got man-to-man coverage on their wide receiver. Look for that later in the game, because one-on-one is something that I think that Owen Valley would love to be able to have on a consistent basis.
3rd and 7 officially. Daniel Burkett will hand off and fake the handoff and gets the first down. Excellent execution from the senior Burkett.
When you bring pressure, and Cloverdale brought pressure, you're now a gap short. And what happened there, great read by Burkett there, and Darden broke this daggone thing. Pick your knees up, son, and you'll have a chance to score. But again, great call by the play pressure or by bringing a blitz. But when you do that, you are a man short.
You can see the speed Burkett has. Up to this point, we've been unable to see him really break loose because he's been contained so well. If he has an opening, he is certainly capable. That play, a handoff to LaCourciere, and so Owen Valley calm, cool, and collected now, moving the ball down the field under 5 minutes to play. I don't think Coach Potts will be in any big hurry at this point.
I think he's pretty happy, because right now I think he would like to get to the locker room and just figure out what's going on up front, because right now, Cloverdale, from their scheme of 4, 5, and 6-man pressures, they are really causing that Owen Valley line a lot of problems.
So 4 receivers on the screen, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. LaCourciere in the backfield, swing pass towards the top. Penalty flag is down. Colin Brandenburg hauled it in, but really unable to get any yardage, and we could have maybe another man downfield. It looked like if that pass was to ahead or beyond the line of scrimmage, that could depend on whether this is a penalty.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
Owen
so
Valley
quick,
it'd be hard to be.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they were set. It was either a hold or it was a hold.
So penalties have been costly to the Patriots, already costing them a field goal, as they made a field goal that was snapped just after the play clock had expired.
And you are welcome here. I was just praising the officials, saying they haven't called much, and all of a sudden I gave it the kiss of death right now.
The broadcaster jinx has been evident throughout the course of this season already
great,
when we've been together.
I love it.
2nd down and 16, now back into Owen Valley territory, and once again the Clovers in the backfield. Brought down Jake Wilkes among the Clovers that were there doing the job defensively. What can you say about the job Cloverdale has done, really, to make things difficult for one of the better quarterbacks in the area?
Athletic, moves well, throws the ball very balanced. And I tell you what, I give Coach Winters credit. He is not going to let. And again, when you have a good quarterback, you attack him, you blitz him, you don't let him get comfortable, because he's too good a thrower. And we saw that earlier with the touchdown.
Tom Winters, the first-year head coach, but he's been a part of this system for so many years. He was the defensive coordinator last year. Just because he's the head coach now, he's still calling the defense. That shovel pass on 3rd and long gets it manageable for Owen Valley. 29, Ian Townsend picks up about 10. Now what do you do, Coach? We've seen teams going for it on 4th down.
Punt the ball. At this point, it's 7-6, punt the ball. You're on the road. You're starting to show some life offensively. Your defense is playing well. Make them go 80 yards to score in this last 3 minutes of the first half.
Carter LaCourciere, the kicker, also the punter, 18 punts entering the night, an average of 30.9 yards per punt. He'll go for 30 right now. Would like to put that inside the 20-yard line. Nice pressure from Cloverdale, but Carter gets it away, and they'll watch that bounce just shy of the goal line. Outstanding punting. Cloverdale will be forced to start this drive at the 5.
I want my wedge to do that. My wedge doesn't do that. It doesn't check up. It doesn't do anything. It's off the daggone green. Great job by LaCourciere there on the punt. Now that, Coach Potts is looking like a genius with something like that, because now you really change the complexity of what Cloverdale's going to be able to do now on their 5-yard line.
Coach Potts in his 16th year as Owen Valley head coach, and he told us before the game, it's the first time I've had a kicker like Carter. He can allow him to do some things like maybe punt when he trusts that he can pin him deep, maybe go for the field goal. I don't think he's probably attempted that many 40-yard field goals in his high school coaching career.
Normally at the high school level, to get a kicker is a 1 in every 10-year experience.
Parker Watts, the junior for Cloverdale, will take over. The pitch goes into the end zone. Wilkes had to make a man miss to avoid the safety. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Coach, how much do you hold your breath when you are that deep in your own territory and someone's carrying the football in the end zone? You don't want to have a holding penalty, and you want to see them do anything they can to avoid a safety.
It is a situation right now, especially with a 1-point game here, 2 evenly matched teams. You're just trying to punch it out here, but you definitely do hold your breath a little bit there. But again, Coach Winters knows his kids, knows his offense players. Coach Boyette has called the offense for many years, and again, he's going to put them in great spots.
So Jake Wilkes is 24. He's someone they like to get the football to. In motion is Nick Winters. That handoff goes to Tice Jackson. The ball is loose, and Owen Valley recovers it. 4th turnover of the game.
Putting your defense in a heck of a spot here. Again, all this was just a simple dive play, really, by Cloverdale, but it looked like Tice Jackson never got the ball for some reason there, because he was stumbling. A great view there by our camera guys. But again, he never got the ball. Not sure if his angle was off or the quarterback just did not get the ball to him.
Carter LaCourciere, the kicker that we've referenced, the punter that put them in that good field position, is the one that recovers the football. And for all the credit we've been giving the defenses, that's a play that's just poor execution offensively, and then someone being in the right place at the right time.
Again, 4th turnover. Of course, Boyette is not going to be real happy about that. Coach Winters, again, his defense has done a nice job here. So this is going to be, again, your goal right now is to force a kick. If you can force a kick, that's a win when they're starting on your own 6-yard line.
So Owen Valley, a golden opportunity in a half that you would say they've not been winning. If you just watch and observe the play back and forth, they have a chance to go up a touchdown here late in the second quarter. 3 backs in the backfield. Burkett could not ask for a better opportunity for the senior quarterback. 1st and goal from the 6. About under 2 minutes to play before halftime. We are underway, and Chase LaCourciere is brought down, maybe a gain of 1. So the LaCourciere brothers, not the easiest for a broadcaster, but I think we've got it down at this point. Carter LaCourciere making the fumble recovery. He's your kicker and punter. Chase LaCourciere is your running back, go-to running back really for Owen Valley. Enter the night, 570 yards on the ground.
Be interesting to see what happens here. Owen Valley is more of a spread team, and that means that's your mentality. When you're trying to run it here, I'll be anxious to see what kind of success they actually have.
Hands it to number 25. He is stopped shy of the goal line. Patrick Hirschberger got that attempt. Yet another possible backfield option. He has 1 touchdown on the season, 11 rushes, 81 yards. And when you go to that monster package or that 3 running back package in the backfield, he's someone that comes onto the screen when he wasn't previously. So now 3rd down and about 3. Hand off to LaCourciere. A host of Cloverdale Clovers all over the running back. Great job. Way to stiffen up that Cloverdale defense. And now a decision for Coach Potts. I'd say you probably have to take the points, don't you?
I would kick it. You went backwards. Again, we talked a couple plays ago. If you're Coach Winters, you are thrilled here. You want them to have to attempt a kick to get points here. This is definitely a win either way. I'll be anxious to see what Coach Potts does here. If I'm going for it, I'm going to do something probably to get Burkett on the edge or some kind of run-pass option with him.
Given where it is, it's right in the middle of the field. It's basically like an extra point, and knowing what we know about what Carter LaCourciere is capable of, seems like an easy decision in a 7-6 game. You cannot get the ball at the 6-yard line and get no points.
Exactly, and so to me, the high percentage play here, kick it. You're frustrated if you're Coach Potts. You are elated. 4 turnovers in the first half by Cloverdale, and you're up still 7-6. Have a chance to go down here 9-7. But you got to be thrilled with how poorly that you played with turning the ball over.
LaCourciere missed on a 40-yard field goal attempt. This one from 31. Kick is up, and kick is good. Owen Valley takes the lead, 9-7 over Cloverdale. 30 seconds remain before halftime. You're watching the ISC Sports Network.
Worried your family isn't protected at home? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eShield Security Solutions. With Endeavor eShield Security Solutions, peace of mind comes from knowing your family and your business are safe. We also provide internet, television, wireless, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Outstanding night for high school football. Week 7 of the 2017 IHSAA season. It's been a warm fall, warm week. Temperatures a little more fall-like the last couple of days. And Coach Schaub, I don't know if right now it could be any better. A little bit of a breeze here at Cloverdale in a competitive football game.
It's been a wonderful night. Great homecoming night and environment for Cloverdale here. 2 really evenly matched teams, a very evenly matched first half, a little sloppy with penalties and turnovers, but we're at 9-7, couldn't ask for a better place to be.
Carter LaCourciere kicking off deep. That one almost goes through the uprights. It is a touchback, so Carter LaCourciere, no stranger to touchbacks. 7 on the season entering the night, and he will allow Cloverdale to have to go 80 yards in 30 seconds. Given the turnover problem Cloverdale has had, I'm guessing they may not be too greedy at this point.
And if you're Coach Wonders, you got to be frustrated. Coach Boyette the same way. It's not like it's other than the double handoff. That was the only one that was a little tricky. The rest of them have been basic plays, basic handoffs or jet sweeps or anything like that. So let's get to halftime. Let's address that. Because right now, if you're Coach Wonders, you're saying, boys, we're winning it up front. Quit turning the ball over.
Coach Boyette, the offensive coordinator up in the press box, he's already gone down to the field, so I would not anticipate anything crazy, although we've got 4 receivers on the screen. Maybe the Clovers take a shot here. Parker, Watts throws it deep. Well, a little riskier here in 2017 than you were back in the day.
Well, you know what? Again, I go back same thing as Coach Boyette sees something. At this point, the throw has been their safest play here. And so, but I go back to, I'm sure that Coach Boyette is making his way down there because he's probably fuming from all of the turnovers. And so I'm assuming between himself and Coach Wonders, the halftime speech make it a little intense.
Wonder who's calling the plays right now. If maybe Parker Watts, the quarterback, is a little 2-minute drill action, but this would seem a risky proposition. And the ball pops loose, although an offensive lineman is able to recover it. 57, Jalen Johnson. I guess will he get credit for a run?
Well, I tell you what, in that case there, in all reality, that probably should have, I did not think an offensive lineman can catch the ball and advance it.
It was a fumble, I think. It was knocked out of his hand.
I didn't think the ball never hit the ground.
Right.
And so if that happens and it goes forward, which it did, I agree. As you watch this here, I thought it went forward, but again, it was a fumble. It's just
definitely was
there.
not a pass attempt.
No, it was not. So okay, I get that a lot better. But right now, get to halftime if your Cloverdale Coach Wonders here, because that's the 5th time you put the ball on the ground per se, and you've lost 4 of them. So let's get to halftime here, just trying to be down by 2 points.
13 seconds on the clock, and I guess at this point, if you're Owen Valley and you stop Cloverdale, maybe you call a timeout and make them punt. But on first down, if you take a knee, I think Coach Potts is going to be glad to go right into that locker room and let a 9-7 score be the halftime score.
I think he would be thrilled by that. But I tell you what, they've been so close on the punt here. I think if you're Coach Wonders, you're saying first down, get the ball in Tice Jackson's hands probably, go the shortest distance, which is north-south, try to get to first down and get out here at halftime.
If you weren't having such a problem with turnovers, and they've really been a problem all season, you could say with the skill position guys, hey, you never know what can happen in one play. Maybe you break a tackle and all of a sudden you're off to the races, but it is just so risky given the fact that this is a team that entered the night with a turnover problem. They had 12 on the season. They already have 4 tonight. Could have had 5 as that fumble we just saw was recovered by an offensive lineman. Looks like there's some debate about whether an official had officially started play.
In that case here, the quarterback, it just has to wait and be patient here. The official probably could have helped it by being in the sight of the quarterback here. Great no call here. Could have been a flag. Probably should have been a flag by the rule. But again, I like the idea of the official, no harm, no foul.
So Watts on 3rd and 2 will operate out of the shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass, and he's going to buy some time, sling it deep. Could have been intercepted. Falls incomplete. Now 7.4 seconds remain, and if you're Cloverdale, you have to punt this football. If you somehow made a pass or threw an incompletion and 7 seconds did not take off the clock, Owen Valley could kick a field goal from right here.
I am going to put 11 men on the line of scrimmage. Okay, I am going to try to block the punt, because the worst thing I want to do is feel this thing and fumble it. I don't think that's what Coach Potts is going to do. But in this case here, the thing you're telling your punter, get the punt off.
Trey Henry, the punter, and it's snapped over his head. Now he has to try to make a play. He picks it up. Can he get it off, or can he get out of the end zone? It will be very close. The official has yet to make a signal, and he says he's down. I do not see safety signal. Says he's... Sorry, folks, we're just like you, waiting on an official call.
I think he got out. I think his knee was down, but they're trying to say there might be time left on the clock is what I'm assuming, because like any home.
But he still did not make the spot. It was a little questionable if he was going to walk out and give the safety signal. I thought it was close enough that I wasn't sure, but the way he was trying to run off the field. And it is halftime. Wow. Major props to punter Trey Henry for retrieving that punt. You almost would have been thinking about kicking it out of the end zone for a safety just to avoid the touchdown, but he's able to retrieve it, and he's down at the 1. Both teams still talking, but we did have an official signal that time had expired, and it was officially halftime, and there are 20 minutes on the clock. So crazy way to end the first half here at Cloverdale, but it is Owen Valley with the lead, 9-7 over the Clovers. On homecoming, we've got your halftime show brought to you by Endeavor Communications. After this, you are watching the ISC Sports Network.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 1 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Worried your family isn't protected at home? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eShield Security Solutions. With Endeavor eShield Security Solutions, peace of mind comes from knowing your family and your business are safe. We also provide internet, television, wireless, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit WeEndeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Again? I'm going to miss the big game.
Troubled by your TV provider? Endeavor is here with eTV. With Endeavor's television service, there's no need to worry about a thunderstorm or whether your satellite dish is pointed in the right direction. We also provide internet, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Not getting their messages? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eWireless. Endeavor Communications combines the nation's largest 4G LTE network with friendly hometown service, so you'll always be connected to your kids. We also provide internet, television, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 1 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click weendeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Worried your family isn't protected at home? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eShield Security Solutions. With Endeavor eShield Security Solutions, peace of mind comes from knowing your family and your business are safe. We also provide internet, television, wireless, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Again? I'm going to miss the big game.
Troubled by your TV provider? Endeavor is here with eTV. With Endeavor's television service, there's no need to worry about a thunderstorm or whether your satellite dish is pointed in the right direction. We also provide internet, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Not getting their messages? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eWireless. Endeavor Communications combines the nation's largest 4G LTE network with friendly hometown service, so you'll always be connected to your kids. We also provide internet, television, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 1 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Worried your family isn't protected at home? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eShield Security Solutions. With Endeavor eShield Security Solutions, peace of mind comes from knowing your family and your business are safe. We also provide internet, television, wireless, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit WeEndeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit WeEndeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit WeEndeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 1 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit WeEndeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Worried your family isn't protected at home? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eShield Security Solutions. With Endeavor eShield Security Solutions, peace of mind comes from knowing your family and your business are safe. We also provide internet, television, wireless, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit WeEndeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit WeEndeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Again? I'm going to miss the big game.
Troubled by your TV provider? Endeavor is here with eTV. With Endeavor's television service, there's no need to worry about a thunderstorm or whether your satellite dish is pointed in the right direction. We also provide internet, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit WeEndeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Not getting their messages? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eWireless. Endeavor Communications combines the nation's largest 4G LTE network with friendly hometown service, so you'll always be connected to your kids. We also provide internet, television, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit WeEndeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Nope. 0 for 1. You got one on the, yeah, there we go.
Halftime at Cloverdale High School, the visiting Owen Valley Patriots with a 9-7 lead on the ISC Sports Network. It is homecoming, so an extended halftime. Jeremiah Johnson here alongside Lance Scheib. We were looking forward to this matchup, Coach, because it was two teams that similar records. Both teams you thought maybe with 3 games left in the regular season, maybe they could put something together. And I think Cloverdale maybe the veteran squad, but they're the ones kind of making the mistakes. Now you see the homecoming festivities. There was a parade this afternoon after school, a nice crowd as well here at Cloverdale. We'll update the homecoming King and Queen festivities, maybe the announcement of the King and Queen shortly. But Coach, let's take a look at your first half highlights. And early on in this game, it was that Cloverdale defense setting the tone. Tice Jackson, we referenced him as a player to watch offensively, but on Owen Valley's first possession had back-to-back plays where he was in the backfield and sacked Daniel Burkett. So Cloverdale's defense doing an outstanding job and on really making things difficult for Burkett.
Well, I'll tell you what, I just think the physicality of Cloverdale is really the only thing that they've made a mistake on is turning the ball over.
And then on their second possession, 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line, and Jake Wilkes was off to the races. Found an opening, playing with a heavy heart. As you take another look at it, great blocking. And then Tice Jackson a little bit later picking up some tough yardage. But Cloverdale was a turnover machine in the first half, and not in a good way.
Yes, they were. They turned the ball over 5 times, lost 4 of them. And again, you can't throw interceptions. You can't turn the ball over. And great job by Burkett of taking advantage of a turnover. Great throw, great protection up front.
Another look at that. This was a 4th down play. Daniel Burkett throws and finds Colin Brandenburg in the end zone. That made the score 7-6. Owen Valley missed the extra point. Had another opportunity with a fumble in the backfield, and that's just a play where Owen Valley, maybe they were causing some commotion in the backfield, and you see that for turnover just before halftime, and Owen Valley unable to get a touchdown, but they did get a field goal. Carter LaCourciere with the field goal, and it's 9-7, sorry, with these missed extra points and missed field goals. Get a little confused. 9-7, Owen Valley with the lead over Cloverdale. You're watching the ISC Sports Network. The halftime report is brought to you by Endeavor Communications.
Again? I'm going to miss the big game.
Troubled by your TV provider? Endeavor is here with ETV. With Endeavor's television service, there's no need to worry about a thunderstorm or whether your satellite dish is pointed in the right direction. We also provide internet, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Not getting their messages? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eWireless. Endeavor Communications combines the nation's largest 4G LTE network with friendly hometown service, so you'll always be connected to your kids. We also provide internet, television, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 1 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click weendeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Worried your family isn't protected at home? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eShield Security Solutions. With Endeavor eShield Security Solutions, peace of mind comes from knowing your family and your business are safe. We also provide internet, television, wireless, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Again? I'm going to miss the big game.
Troubled by your TV provider? Endeavor is here with eTV. With Endeavor's television service, there's no need to worry about a thunderstorm or whether your satellite dish is pointed in the right direction. We also provide internet, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Not getting their messages? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eWireless. Endeavor Communications combines the nation's largest 4G LTE network with friendly hometown service, so you'll always be connected to your kids. We also provide internet, television, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
We certainly thank Endeavor Communications for allowing the ISC Sports Network to bring you Week 7 high school football. Owen Valley, a 9-7 lead in this Western Indiana Conference football clash. Two teams 2-4. Who gets the third win tonight? Jeremiah Johnson alongside Lance Shive. The outcome very much in doubt at this point.
I'll tell you what, I just like the way that Cloverdale's playing right now, other than the turnovers. It's been a really an interesting first half because I really feel like Cloverdale has controlled the line of scrimmage. They're the more physical team right now, but with 4 turnovers, Owen Valley has been opportunistic. They've done a nice job of taking advantage of it and cashing in. Almost had another one right before the half.
You saw the homecoming festivities earlier in the halftime show. Abel Bates and Trinity Raridan named homecoming king and queen for Cloverdale. You saw a number of football players on the track. Those football players are now back with their coaching staff, about to head back out onto the field. As we take a look at some scores or discuss some scores around Central Indiana, West Lafayette a 21-0 lead over Lafayette Central Catholic. McCutcheon with a 7-0 lead over Harrison. New Palestine and Shelbyville. New Pal 7-7 tied up. They have a long conference winning streak on the line tonight. Danville and Frankfort, how about this score? 48-0. Danville still undefeated in a force to be reckoned with in the upcoming state tournament. Western leads Northwestern 16-0. Tri-West a big 28-3 lead over North Montgomery. And Lebanon, the Tigers 42-0 over Crawfordsville. Coach, hard to believe that it is sectional draw on Sunday.
I'll tell you what, looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. As a coach and as a player, that's exciting because now you know where that Week 10 game is going to be, unless you're 6A, where you've got a bye. But it's just so exciting just because you know now what to focus on, but a lot of great things happening.
That draw is on Sunday. Tomorrow on the ISC Sports Network, a couple of good NCAA Division II and NAIA football games. Truman State against UIndy. The Greyhounds and Coach Bob Bartolomeo, ranked 10th in Division II, off to a good start this season. St. Francis and Marion, matchup of ranked squads, always a competitive NAIA game right there.
Tell you what, those two are as good as there is in the country, with both of them having won national championships in the last couple years. Should be a great matchup there. Love both programs, both coaches do a great job there. Recruit and play with mainly Indiana kids. but both, I think, Marion and St. Francis are great places to watch football, to play football, and to have an incredible matchup, probably a preview of what the semifinal or final could look like for NAIA.
And speaking of Marion, we were notified before the game that Nick Winders of Cloverdale is planning to attend Marion, and I know we talked to his dad, and he didn't really tell us. He said he wants to play at the next level, maybe some football, maybe some baseball as well. Nick Winders, a 3-sport athlete, also plays basketball, but looks like he will be trying to play football at Marion, so that is good to see. And one of the things about UND and Marion, and even St. Francis to an extent, how they've really utilized Indiana high school football kids.
We are a great state at the NAIA and Division II level. Lots of kids from around the state, from all classes, that can play for a Marion, for a Franklin, for a St. Francis, for a UND. And so, happy to see Marion coming over here to Cloverdale, getting themselves a really talented athlete. We'll be curious to see what Nick Winders plays for them, because he can do so much.
We'll discuss Nick Winders and much more still to come on the halftime show. About 2 minutes and change until we get things started in the third quarter. We'll take one last timeout, and then it'll be time to begin third quarter action. Owen Valley with a 9-7 lead. You are watching the ISC Sports Network.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 1 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Worried your family isn't protected at home? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eShield Security Solutions. With Endeavor eShield Security Solutions, peace of mind comes from knowing your family and your business are safe. We also provide internet, television, wireless, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit WeEndeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit WeEndeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Endeavor eTech's IT services can help with all of your computer and technology needs. Available to Endeavor members and the general public, eTech offers everything from simple home printer setup, PC diagnostics, or malware removal to large-scale network development, network security, data backup storage, and disaster recovery for businesses and municipalities. Endeavor Communications, your hometown telephone provider for over 65 years. And it's time to begin third quarter action from Cloverdale, the kickoff, and we are underway. Nick Winders, coach's son, hauls it in, but unable to find anything, and it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 21-yard line. So Cloverdale won the toss. They elected to defer and receive to start the third quarter. A good thing if they can hang on to the football.
I tell you what, they've done everything right in that first half, but hang on to the football. I love the play calls from inside out on the wing T offense here. I'm sure that was addressed in more ways than one at halftime by the coaching staff of Cloverdale.
Interesting to see if they throw a little bit more. If they have time, they can throw. Maybe they've been turning it over just as much when they've kept it on the ground as with throwing the football, but that will be interesting to watch. Parker Watts, the junior, under center, will hand off to Tice Jackson. Jackson, a man on a mission. Down the right sideline, one man to beat, brought down at about the 38-yard line. That's your senior Tice Jackson, looking to atone for a couple of mix-ups in the first half. From a fumbling perspective, that's how you start the third quarter.
Tell you what I like, again, straight ahead, quick dive, quick hitter, get it to Tice, let him make one cut. Great job in general, blocking downfield. If that occurs, he might score, but like you said, Jeremiah, great way to start the half.
Take another look at it, and then Nick Winders, number 2, had a nice block downfield to buy him maybe an extra 10 yards or so. So 1st and 10 from the Owen Valley 40. Cloverdale trying to make this homecoming crowd happy. Winders brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Number 25, Patrick Hirschberger, had a big turnover in the first half, has a tackle for loss.
Tell you what, Patrick has done a great job on stopping that jet sweep there. He is coming across. I really think it's setting itself up, though, to run Tice Jackson underneath that play, meaning that let Patrick get a field. That way he can't stop that quick-hitting dive play.
So we'll be 2nd and 11 from the 41. Cloverdale trying to regain the lead after leading for most of the first half. Lost that advantage late in the second quarter. Jake Wilkes, a play similar to the one he scored on a 50-yard touchdown run, but unable to find that opening, unable to get to the second level, brought down maybe after a loss of 1.
Great job of defending that a little bit differently. Again, Owen Valley and Coach Potts, a little better angle by their linebackers, and their corner kept everything inside him, which now left Jake nowhere to run the football.
So it will be 3rd down and 12 from the 42. Parker Watts getting the signal. Looks like he looks over to the side at Coach Winders, but the call comes from here in the press box, and offensive coordinator Billy Boyette. Play clock down to 4. They'll have to hurry. Man in motion. Dropping back to pass is Winders. Throwing it deep. Has a man. Trey Henry just past the outstretched arms.
Great call, great throw. Parker gave his receiver Henry a chance to catch the ball here. Got behind the Owen Valley secondary, which again, if Coach Potts, you're not very happy about that. But a nice play call again. Wasn't by much. It is a game of inches, Jeremiah.
You like to see that Watts has the arm strength to make that pass. Almost triple coverage, but despite 3 men kind of in the area, Henry outran them all. They were just unable to connect. So now they will punt. I think a good decision here for Cloverdale. Play the field position game. Can they pin Owen Valley deep? That one goes into the end zone as Trey Henry, the receiver, perhaps a little worn out, unable to get the perfect punt. It will be 1st and 10 Patriots from the 20. We talk so much about Cloverdale's issues in the first half. If you're Coach Dwayne Potts, you've got a senior quarterback, he was gushing about Daniel Burkett and the kind of player he is, the kind of person he is. He says these guys don't come around very often. I think Coach Potts would probably rather maybe some of his former running backs, receivers, linemen. He doesn't have a deep squad around Burkett, but how would you analyze the first half offensively?
Well, I would say you got some concerns up front for Coach Potts, so you got to somehow address your offensive line with an extra tight end or running back. When Burkett has had time, he's thrown the ball well and ran the ball well, so I'll be anxious to see what the adjustments are in the second half.
Trying to get Chase LaCourciere going on the ground, the 5'11", 195-pound senior entered the night with 7 touchdowns on the ground and a 5.4 yards per carry average. I don't recall too many times he's gotten more than 1 or 2. Jeremiah,
great call there. I really think Cloverdale, again, has won the battle of the line of scrimmage, and LaCourciere have not had much room to run, and Burkett has not had much time to throw the ball.
So it will be 2nd and long. 2nd and long, 3rd and long. Those have been themes for Owen Valley, but they've been able to capitalize just a few times on turnovers to have this 9-7 lead. That pass is incomplete, thrown in the direction of number 24, Zach Tussey, but the senior unable to bring it down. So now it's 3rd and long again.
Burkett, again, I'm not sure if it was a design because it goes to his left, but he dropped straight back, almost like Dan Fouts did back in the day, and so didn't get his hips around, and thus it was just more of an aim instead of a throw, and he was behind his receiver a little bit.
We talked with Coach Potts about Daniel Burkett being recruited a little bit by Indiana State and UIndy and some other Division II or FCS schools. He's got good size. He's got good speed. We watched him throw before the game. He throws a nice ball, but just unable to really get in sync with his wide receivers tonight.
Anytime you have some issues with protection, it plays with you, whether you're talking about a high school quarterback, college, or a pro. In this case, right now, Cloverdale's putting some pressure on him.
3rd and long. Burkett throwing high. The intended target was Noah Cook, number 8. So Owen Valley will be forced to punt.
I'll tell you what, again, if you're Cloverdale, I love what's going on. I know you're down on the scoreboard, but if I'm coaching this, I'm saying field position. I'm going to eventually make you break here because I'm winning up front, and I'm going to creep ever so much closer to my goal line.
Correction, looks like it was Colin Brandenburg, number 6, the recipient of that 50, or not 50, but long touchdown reception in the first half. But the duo unable to connect on that third down play, so it'll be time for LeCourcier to punt, and that's a short one. That's very similar to those first 2 punts of the game when he was unable to get it really into the other side of the field. Cloverdale playing the field position game just a little bit here in the third quarter. They had a nice gain on the first play from scrimmage in the third, unable to get another first down, but punted, and now they get the ball back in Owen Valley territory.
Again, if you're Coach Winters, you are thrilled. And now look for Coach Boyette. You have everything in your arsenal available offensively right now, and not a lot of stress on your play calling here because you're starting on their 43-yard line.
Parker Watts, number 7, the junior on the senior-laden squad, is out under center. Coach Winters said 11 seniors for Cloverdale, and the highest or the most he remembered, and he's been here a long time, was a 8-man senior class. So this is certainly a veteran team, and Cloverdale looking to get that lead back. That was Trey Henry. He almost hauled in the long touchdown reception on the last possession. Takes the handoff. Just another option and someone for Owen Valley to have to deal with out of the backfield.
You know what, talking to Coach Potts before the game, he kept raving about the athleticism of Cloverdale. I understand why. I mean, again, they've got 3 or 4 kids that on the edge really do a nice job of showing that athleticism, and I think eventually that wears you out a little bit.
So 3 running backs in the backfield. Tyler Cave, number 4, the wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. They'll pitch that one to Winters. Winters trying to find an opening. He's really, much like Chase LeCourcier, Nick Winters hasn't really been able to break any plays open. Those were our 2 players to watch when we started tonight's broadcast, or 2 players, X factor and player to watch, guys that we haven't really seen make big plays offensively.
I'll tell you what, it's been a game of explosive plays, nothing consistent. The defenses on both sides have done a nice job of making running and throwing difficult. They just given up 1 or 2 big plays on either side of the ball.
So 3rd and 4, 37-yard line. Here you would think 4-down territory. At some point, if you're Cloverdale, you've got to get some points. They'll go to Tice Jackson, the big fella. Lowers his shoulder, appears to be very close to that first down marker. We've yet to see an indication. The official says 4th down.
I come back and do the same thing here. Great job.
Really, the line, yeah,
by
got some
Tice.
push.
They are doing a nice job here. They're going to get a little crowded now because they're going to put double-A gap and really crowd the line of scrimmage. May want to take Tice off tackle a little bit, but I would give the ball. There's one person that I'm going to give it to right now, and that's Tice Jackson.
Bulls at the 34. They've got to get to the 33 for a first down. Big play in this game. They will give it to Tice Jackson. He's got 1 plus about 15 more, loses the football as he goes down, and then it's recovered by number 71 for Cloverdale. Crazy play, Ethan Radford. Now, it looked to me like the official was getting ready to mark Jackson down, but they are calling that a fumble, and Cloverdale recovers it.
Great job up front. I think what happened is Tice, when he got pulled down, he was on the actual back of the Owen Valley defender. Great call by the official not to blow it dead. Opportunistic by the offensive lineman. But again, I'll be anxious to see what the officiating crew here who is meeting, what they decide.
So Carl Eads, number 32 for Owen Valley, looked like he had a chance to recover that football. But it's the big fella, number 71, Ethan Radford, with the correct play, and the officials break the huddle.
Looks like they're calling him down, Jeremiah, because the ball's going to be on, the 2 or 3?
Yeah. Well, it looked like the official on the bottom of the screen was going out to make the spot, but he never was assertive about it, and then the play just kept going. So we will say no fumble.
The good thing is the officials got it right. I think that they're saying his knee was down. I like the way they gathered. They talked about it. What did you see? Great call.
It is an issue for Jackson because he's had trouble holding onto the football, and while he was officially down, Owen Valley's going to be trying to rip that out at every opportunity. Number 10, Trey Henry. He might have had a first down, took a good lick right towards the end of that run, but gets up. So Cloverdale's offense started to move just a little bit, and we see towards midfield on the sidelines something maybe to keep an eye on. That's number 5, Tice Jackson, getting some water. Maybe just get a little bit of a break after that play when he did fumble the football.
Well, Trey Henry in general, great job of seeing that Owen Valley had pursued over the outside edge. Great cut to give themselves a chance to have a short second down play or even a first down play on that last play.
So it officially 9 or 10 because they are going to go out and measure, and that's probably perfect for Cloverdale because Tice Jackson was able to go to the side, get some water, and then he will very likely be back on the field. He's such an important player for Cloverdale. We'll see if it is 2nd and 1 or 1st and 10. Clovers, it's very close, and they're going to say inches short. Not the worst thing in the world if you're Cloverdale. You've got a lot of options on a 2nd and inches play from the 10-yard line.
Well, the hardest part right now, if you're Coach Winders, is getting Tice Jackson. Once you start fumbling the ball a little bit, it gets into your head. And it's really hard to overcome that at any level. But I think his thing right now is, Tice has to earn that confidence back from Coach Boyette and from Coach Winters.
And so Jackson, as you reference, will stay on the sideline. We've got Jake Wilkes, number 24, has the 1 touchdown for Cloverdale. He is the running back in the backfield. Trey Henry, a receiver in motion, and the quarterback will keep it the safe route, not try to hand it off or pass it, let the quarterback take the snap and then try to make something happen. Parker Watts, first down, Clovers.
Nice athleticism, nice call again. What I like what they're doing with the wing tee, it's not so conventional wing tee. They're hitting, you want to make sure that you attack every aspect of the field. Coach Boyette, Coach Winders has done a great job with this offense. They're making Owen Valley defend everything.
So 1st and 10, Cloverdale. They've got a kicker that could kick a field goal, but I think it's not as sure thing as what Owen Valley has. They really would like to get this touchdown. Jackson back in the game. Number 5 is the running back. Does he get the handoff? Yes, he does. Can he hold on to the football and find the end zone? He's down at about the 4-yard line.
Great job again. Both hands on the ball. Running north-south there. Nice job of opening up holes by the offensive line of Cloverdale, which I think has done a nice job all game. And this Tice Jackson just bowling his way forward for a gain of 4 yards. It's
hard to tell, but we take another look at Jackson's first down run. I think the temperature has probably dropped 15, 20 degrees since we walked to the stadium. It's now feeling like a fall football game, and great competition right now. 9-7, Owen Valley with the lead. 2nd down and goal. The handoff will go to Winders. He reaches the football toward the goal line, unable to get there. Nick Winders, the senior, the 3-sport athlete, the coach's son. He was trying to reach toward that end zone, but unable to get there.
Look for some kind of movement, maybe even having the quarterback keep it, or you've got a couple of lead blockers here. There's just, again, when you're this close to the line of scrimmage or to the goal line, I know you're 2 or 3 yards away, there's just not a lot of room there, especially inside the tackles. I would look for something hitting outside.
We've seen one good goal line stand from Cloverdale in a similar situation, keeping Owen Valley out of the end zone. They had to settle for the field goal attempt. It's now Cloverdale's turn. Jackson finds the end zone. Touchdown, Clovers!
Great job by Tice Jackson, sidestepping and kind of getting off tackle there. The middle was clogged up. Great job by Tice, just being patient and just letting it happen.
That's your senior, Tice Jackson. You have to go back to him. There had been a fumbling issue, but he switches the hands, finds a little bit of an opening, maybe makes the coach pause and hold his breath for just a little bit, but Tice Jackson, maybe a sigh of relief a little bit on that drive, but all's well that ends well. Cloverdale takes the lead 13-9, trying to add the point after kick from Trey Henry. Snap is down, kick is up, kick is good. Cloverdale regains the lead on homecoming, 14-9 over Owen Valley on the ISC Sports Network.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications, technology for real people.
Picture-perfect night of high school football. Cloverdale regains the lead in this Western Indiana Conference East Division showdown, 14-9. The Clovers trying for their third win of the season. They lead Owen Valley 14-9. Same momentum on the side of the home team. Coach Scheib have a stop. The first drive, really, they got some yardage, and then the second drive, they punch it in the end zone.
Exactly. I mean, Cloverdale up front is winning that line of scrimmage battle. They're right now, we talked about it in the first half, they're the more physical team, even on that kickoff covers there, pushing the ball carrier backwards there. I really like the physicality right now of Cloverdale.
Colin Brandenburg returning that kick, and one thing you saw as Tice Jackson ran back out onto the field, many of the guys making plays offensively for Cloverdale, they've got to catch their breath for, 90 seconds to 2 minutes and then trot back out there and be ready to make plays once again. A lot of guys going both ways. We'll have time to rest tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you what, the cooler weather certainly is a welcome sight for both teams as they've got two-way players.
All right, so Daniel Burkett, the quarterback, comes out firing on first down. Owen Valley with possession at about the 30-yard line, and I don't think you'll see any panic from Owen Valley. We were talking with Coach Potts before the game about last week's loss to Cascade. In that game, they fell behind 21-0 at halftime. Chip away, got to within 21-17 and had the ball down to the 1-yard line in the final minutes, but they were unable to capitalize. So they know they are very much in this game. They've got a senior quarterback with college prospects. He can play at the next level. So try to stay calm if you're on that visiting sideline and then finish this one off.
I'll tell you what, I like the schematics and scheme of what Coach Potts is doing. The biggest question is he's got to be able to block Cloverdale.
And then a big rush, a little perfect time for a bit of a screen pass, swing pass. And Chase LaCourciere, the running back who's really been unable to break anything on the ground, picks up 8-9 yards on the swing pass.
What I love about that was that's just like running a toss. And then he just outruns Tice Jackson to the corner, just couldn't keep his feet, or that might have been even a bigger play for him.
Once again, that is Chase LaCourciere, older brother of kicker and defensive extraordinaire Carter LaCourciere. The LaCourciere brothers key for Owen Valley and Coach Daniel Potts, or Dwayne Potts, I should say, in his 16th year, his first year, 2002. He was 5-5, has 2 or 3 8-win seasons, 7-3 in 2015, 4-6 last year. Currently 2 wins for Owen Valley. Daniel Burkett on first down is brought down right at about the line of scrimmage. Entering play, tackles for loss, maybe not a strength of Cloverdale, but I bet they have a season high tonight.
I tell you what, I just think they're playing on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Give your hats off to Cloverdale's defensive front. They are just more physical right now than when Owen Valley. And we talked about earlier, Owen Valley's playing with kind of a mass unit up front because of all the injuries, and Cloverdale's taking advantage of that.
4 receivers on the field for Owen Valley. Isaiah McMurray in the slot, big number 40. Trying to just spread that defense out a little bit. You put the 4 receivers on the field hoping to spread that defense out, but not fooling anyone. Chase LaCourciere unable to get anything going on running plays tonight.
What I like about what Coach Potts has done, he's trying to spread them out like you said, and basically what ends up happening here is Coach Winters is having nothing to do with it. He's playing man-to-man, and he's keeping 6 guys in the box and saying, we're going to go attack you, and we're going to take advantage of that makeshift line that you have. So I'll be anxious to see now move the pocket if you're Coach Potts, but you got to do something to help your alignment out.
Number 6, Colin Brandenburg brought the play in from the sideline, 5'6" senior at the bottom of the screen. Might be someone Burkett's looking at, perhaps trying to set up the screen. to LaCourciere, but really nothing at all happening, and Owen Valley will be forced to punt.
Great job again. What I like about both teams on defense, they both run to the football so well. Looks like LaCourciere's a little nicked up there.
Yeah, so Chase LaCourciere, the senior, had almost 600 yards on the ground, 5.4 yard per carry average entering play, having some struggles and then limping to the sideline. His brother Carter will be back to punt, and I guess if you're Owen Valley and you want to look at the glass as half full, you punt it down there and you rely on your defense to make a turnover.
Amen, and they're right there to do it. They've done a nice job all night, but I will say this, I just feel like that Cloverdale's come out with a different attitude in this second half, and they took advantage of both possessions. Didn't score on the first one, but has moved the ball.
You know, interesting to get the vibe from both teams before this game, and a 2-4 record can sometimes be deceiving. You never really know who feels good about their 2-4, who feels like they are a disappointment or not what they expected. And Coach Potts just was almost beside himself in talking about the injuries that his team is forced to deal with. And, you know, if he's been there since 2002, he's had a lot of success. And you could sense the frustration that this isn't really one of his special seasons. On the other hand, Cloverdale has not had a winning season since 1996. This 2-4 feels a little bit different. They've got a veteran senior-laden squad. And Coach Winders, I looked at him and said, "You guys healthy?" He said, "I might have almost everyone back tonight, maybe one injury." So this is a Cloverdale team with some momentum with their 2-4. This would be big if they could get another score.
I would agree. And you know, again, like you said, it's great to talk to both coaches before the game just to try to feel what they're thinking the day of the game. Coach Winders, again, loves this group, obviously has his son in it, and so he knows these kids been around him. Coach Potts is frustrated because he knows he has a great quarterback, a quarterback that he loves and he feels like doesn't come around very often, and feels like maybe the supporting cast, because of injuries, isn't able to actually use him to his fullest.
That first down run by Tice Jackson was good for about 3 yards. Clock is running. Could be the final play of the third quarter. Third down and second down, I should say, and 7. Handoff on the end around and brought down with a loss of about 3. That was Trey Henry, unable to really get anything going. And credit that Owen Valley defense as the clock is ticking. I believe that will be your final play of the third quarter as quarterback Parker Watson, the Clovers, will trot towards the sideline. We've got 1 quarter yet to play. On homecoming, the home-standing Clovers looking for their 3rd win of the season. They lead Owen Valley 14-9 as the clock ticks to 0. You are watching the ISC Sports Network.
Again? I'm going to miss the big game.
Troubled by your TV provider? Endeavor is here with eTV. With Endeavor's television service, there's no need to worry about a thunderstorm or whether your satellite dish is pointed in the right direction. We also provide internet, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people. Not getting their messages? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eWireless. Endeavor Communications combines the nation's largest 4G LTE network with friendly hometown service, so you'll always be connected to your kids. We also provide internet, television, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Special moment here at Cloverdale High School as Jake Wilkes' mother got onto the PA and spoke to the crowd about Jake Wilkes' father, who passed away on Monday. Someone who had been battling cancer for a long time, and you can tell it's a very difficult situation for everyone, but trying to spur on Jake, and cannot even imagine the emotions going through that young man right now.
Well, when a community like this loses somebody, they really truly lose somebody that they've known for all of their lives. It's something that it's a tight-knit community, and it's really an unfortunate situation for Jake.
Speaking of a tight-knit community, it's homecoming. That is Cooper Neese, member of the Butler Bulldog basketball team, here to support on homecoming. We return to action in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 9. Watts looking, trying to find someone, and yes, he finds Jake Wilkes. What an amazing night.
On cue, not a problem at all. Kind of a poor spot here. I thought he had a first down by a couple more yards. Great job here by Parker of avoiding the rush. Hits Jake. Nice job of coming back to the football here. Move the chains. That's what Cloverdale wants to do here in this fourth quarter.
Let's put this into perspective. I think probably the first time he touched the football tonight was a 50-yard touchdown run. In the fourth quarter, after everyone is having a moment of silence for his dad and they get on the PA system before the start of the fourth quarter, the next play on 3rd and long, Watts finds Wilkes, who comes up with the key play. Is there a doubt about the MVP in this game tonight?
Well, I tell you what, I just, just from an emotional standpoint, just from your teammates lifting you up, putting you in great spots here, the coaching staff, Jake has done an incredible job of putting a tough week behind him and doing what his father would want him to do, and that is to keep moving forward.
And what his father would want would be a Cloverdale victory. Under 11 minutes to play in this game, the Clovers lead it 14-9. If there's one instruction, you almost as a coach, you can't say hold on to the football because it's almost like the broadcaster jinx, but that's really what you have to do if you're Cloverdale, not turn the ball over.
You're asking your guys to protect the football.
Trey Henry, great blocking, tiptoes down the sideline, has the first down on 2nd and 10, picked up about 17 yards. Nice burst of speed from Trey Henry.
I like Trey Henry has done a great job all game on both sides of the ball here. And again, what I like is he's protecting the football, getting great blocking on the edge, tight ropes down the sideline. Great first down. Again, move the chains. Again, I think the biggest thing right now, if you're Coach Winders, all you're saying here is protect the football. Make sure that you keep moving forward here. Keep your hands inside offensive lineman because you're winning the line of scrimmage battle.
1st and 10 from the 39. Handoff to Tice Jackson. He'll get about a yard. Second down and 9 from the 34. Cloverdale trying to get a 2-score lead at this point would be huge.
I tell you what, the biggest thing too is anything you can do to keep the clock running, along with the fact that you have a lead. If you can finish, like you said, Jeremiah, a 2-score or a 2nd score here would really put Owen Valley in a bad spot.
And I think Cloverdale has found something with Trey Henry because you saw just a little burst of speed once he turned the corner. And I looked at his stats coming into this game as someone who could do a little bit of everything. He had that 1-for-1 passing. He had 14 carries. He had 2 receptions. And I think they like to get him the ball on those motion plays where you bring him in motion and it's a quick hitting type of play. He's not big, but he's fast.
I tell you what, he is explosive. And you talk about that fast twitch and being able to get on the edge and make plays, and he's done an incredible job up to this point.
9 minutes, 13 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. They'll give it right back to Henry, and he once again rewards the coaching staff for that confidence. And that's maybe going to set something else. You're going to key on Henry so much, maybe you fake to Henry and go around the other side, but this has certainly been a nice drive and a nice second half for number 10, Trey Henry.
Go back to the same thing. I know Coach Boyette, he's done this many times. Coach Winders, make them stop it. At this point, Owen Valley doesn't have an answer to the jet sweep to the boundary. I would look for them to keep going until they do stop it.
Play clock at about 10 right now. They are going to be forced to call a timeout. This is such a critical drive and an important possession for Cloverdale. You don't want to make a mistake here. 1st and 10, so they will call a timeout. Let's take a quick timeout ourselves. You're watching Endeavor Communications and the ISC Sports Network.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 1 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click weendeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
You're looking live at Cloverdale High School. We would like to give our special thanks to Tim Powell and the fine folks at Sunbelt Rentals, www.sunbeltrentals.com, for providing the lift equipment so we can give you these outstanding pictures throughout the course of this season. The outstanding work done by the MTC Sports production crew. I've certainly enjoyed working with you, Coach Scheib, and with this entire production. We thank folks like Sunbelt Rentals and Endeavor Communications for making it possible. 9 minutes on the clock, 1st and 10, Cloverdale, and once again they're gonna give the ball to Trey Henry. Is this a situation? It's almost like a video game when I'm trying to make them stop it.
Well, you have to, and I think too many times we get tricky as coaches. They don't have an answer to the boundary jet sweep on the edge. But I tell you what, a lot of it is just Trey Henry making guys miss, and so he really the defense can't be right, because when they overreact, he's done a great job of cutting back.
Moving the ball methodically down the field, not in a hurry and no need to be in a hurry. About 10 on the play clock now as Parker Watts will survey the defense. He's got Tice Jackson in the backfield, and I would just keep an eye on number 10 at this point. Wherever he goes, 10 in motion, fake the handoff to 10. Tice Jackson gets it on 2nd and 2. He's still rumbling. Once again, that clock is still ticking. You'd think if Cloverdale can just hold on to the football, they will be in very good position. Currently, a 5-point lead. They want more than 3, though. They're looking for the end zone in that all-important 2-score advantage. Hand off to Henry, but he's brought down with a loss of 2.
Finally, Owen Valley does a little bit different with their secondary, brings the safety into play there. Play action pass or a pop pass here may not be a bad situational call, just because everybody's running now to that jet sweep.
Perhaps going to the well one too many times, but on 2nd and 6, you still have a great opportunity if you're Cloverdale. You've got 2 good looks towards the end zone, and then you might even have a decision to make if you would attempt a field goal to go up 8. Currently a 5-point advantage for the Clovers. Parker Watts under center. Tice Jackson in the backfield. The handoff is to Jackson. He has 1 touchdown already. Only gets about a yard. Looks like he's going to be stopped right about the 5-yard line, setting up a very critical 5-yard 3rd down and 5 play.
Well, I'll tell you what, again, credit Owen Valley for stiffening up here a little bit the last 2 plays. Be anxious to see, again, if you've got some kind of play action here, I really think that Cloverdale may walk into the end zone.
Nick Winders, number 2, is the wide receiver at the top of the screen. Still Tice Jackson in the backfield. Have to keep your eye on Trey Henry, given what he has been able to accomplish in this game. And then Tyler Caife in motion. The handoff will be to Caife. He has some running room. He finds the end zone. Touchdown, Clovers! Tyler Caife, he showed some speed, perhaps someone whose name and number we have not called that frequently tonight. Excellent execution. Billy Boyette, the offensive coordinator, with a nifty call on 3rd and 5.
great job in general there of going back to the jet sweep to the wide side. You have done it so much to the boundary. Now you go wide, gets the edge with a great block by, I believe it was Nick Winders, and then all of a sudden he's out the gate, touchdown. No, it was actually by 10, and just a nice job again by Trey of sealing the edge. Great touchdown.
The first block was a little bit of a combo block from Trey Henry and Ethan Radford, and then you mentioned Winders. Winders was on the outside, and he had that final seal and really made it easy for Tyler Caife to find the end zone, and he showed the speed he has. So you can think about the skill position players for Cloverdale now. We've seen 5, maybe even 6 guys get the ball in their hands and really show some speed. For a 2A football team, this is a pretty impressive group from Cloverdale. Much better, in my opinion, than that 2-4 record.
Oh, yeah, and Coach Wonders, again, was talking about his athletes, and I kept telling him, I'll take athletes. I know he was worried about Owen Valley's size, but I tell you what, they've done a great job of neutralizing that size and really have put Owen Valley in a bad spot just because their athletes are just making plays.
Not sure what the delay is here, but finally, Trey Henry. The clock is corrected, 6:15 on the clock, and now Trey Henry, one of the stars of that drive for Cloverdale, will try to go 3 for 3 from point after kicks. That one blocked, and the kick is no good, but not that devastating, all things considered. Not a huge difference between an 11-point lead and a 12-point lead. 20-9, I don't think Coach Winders is going to be worrying too much about that one, maybe only if it affects your kicking game's confidence if they are needed again. But with 6:15 on the clock, you put this game in the hands of your defense, and you have to have some confidence if you're doing that if you're Cloverdale.
Well, I tell you what, you physically have won the game up to this point. You're asking your defense one more time, come up with one big stop. Again, now, if you're Coach Potts, you're thinking, hey, senior quarterback, one of the best I've coached him, and Daniel Burkett, and now you've got to find a way to protect him long enough where he can actually settle down and make the correct throws.
And maybe you make a play on special teams. This kickoff, be careful if you're Cloverdale. You don't want to let anybody make a big play, but Chase LaCourciere, who's had trouble out of the backfield, is deep to receive this kick for Owen Valley. So if you do kick it deep, and if Chase LaCourciere is able to get his hands on it, perhaps this could be the kind of spark that Owen Valley is looking for. Once again, 6:15 on the clock. We know Owen Valley is capable of putting together a 2-minute drill. They did it last week in their come-from-behind effort against Cascade, unable to finish it off, but that is received by Colin Brandenburg, one of the stars of the first half for Owen Valley, brought down about the 30-yard line. So Owen Valley certainly has its work cut out for them. 70 yards from the end zone, needing 2 scores, trailing by 11 with 6 minutes to play.
Well, talking to Coach Potts before the game, similar situation to what they had last week with Cascade. He knows his kids are capable of making long drives. Chunk plays is what they need, or explosive plays, as some people call them. And I think, again, you have to put the ball into Daniel Burkett's hands.
6 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. That's where Owen Valley will start this, at their own 30-yard line. Daniel Burkett, the senior, trying to make something happen for Coach Potts. Stepping back, throwing. You just got to be patient. Try to march the ball down the field. You can't get it all at once. 5 or 6 yards on first down is better than they've been doing for much of this game.
Well, look for now Owen Valley to probably be in a predominantly pass situation. So look for now for Cloverdale to bring edge pressure, trying to get Burkett off his mark. Not necessarily get to him, but just trying to get him off his mark.
Burkett was pressured, made something happen, but I said you can't get it all at once, but you got to have a little bit of a sense of urgency here.
Well, you got to go into a 2-minute drill. Coach Winters talked about, our Coach Potts talked about them having to do that last week, so they're capable of doing it. Now just don't be in a hurry. Be patient.
And Burkett really throwing deep down the middle of the field. That's the kind of play you need to move down the field. Nice catch right at the 50-yard line. Take another look at this. Now, this shows the kind of quarterback that Burkett is, kind of talent. There wasn't a big opening there, but he found Ian Townsend.
I'll tell you what, great small window. He set his feet. Great poise by Burkett.
Rolled left, found number 40, Isaiah McMurray. That's another first down as well.
I like it. It's kind of a semi-roll by Burkett. I really like what Coach Potts is doing now. He's really got Cloverdale a little bit on their heels. Again, just getting little first downs as we go.
And they're quick-hitting plays, although that one brought down by Tice Jackson. Started this game with a couple of sacks, now making the key sack here in the fourth quarter.
Crozier has to make that block. In order for you to have pass pro, your running backs have to be able to block here. Great job by Tice Jackson here on the replay, but LeCossier has to make that play.
So a loss of 11, meaning 2nd and 21 from midfield. Daniel Burkett certainly has his work cut out for him after losing 11 on the sack. Burkett drops back, throws, incomplete, well defended by number 4, Tyler Cave, who scored the touchdown on the previous drive for Cloverdale.
Tell you what, I like the play call. I like the slant. Burkett was just a little bit off on his timing here, but I tell you what, he is under duress. Cloverdale's not getting home to him, but they're in the vicinity, which again makes you speed your process up a little bit if you're Burkett.
That Tice Jackson sack just completely derailed the momentum that Owen Valley had. They were moving down the field, a lot of confidence. Loss of 11. Now Burkett forced to scramble, but we do have a penalty flag thrown.
A little horse collar, I think.
So Cloverdale gives Owen Valley an opportunity to kind of stay in this game. Automatic first down.
I tell you what, again, all you want to do is keep them in front of you. Cloverdale's trying to make a play, but again, that's for the protection of the young man on either side, and that's just something that you talk about, Jeremiah, kind of bails out Owen Valley when you've done such a great job if you're Cloverdale. Correction
there, not an automatic first down. I sort of assumed it would have been enough at 15-yard penalty, but we were faced with about a 3rd and 17 or 18. So it looks like about 3rd and 3, maybe even 4 after the horse collar penalty. Daniel Burkett, the quarterback who tried to lead Owen Valley from behind last week. He's very comfortable in this 2-minute drill, rolling right, and has a wide open wide receiver, Grant Rosenberger. But we've got a penalty flag.
Looks like we might have a hold or some kind of situation of either a lineman downfield or a hold from just where the flag is thrown.
Correction. I believe it is Grant Rosenberger. We had Dalen Dow also out there making plays earlier today. When you all of a sudden go into the hurry up and you start passing, all of a sudden there's some different guys onto the field. But we'll wait for the official call here on 3rd and 3. A little bit of a huddle. What do you suppose they're talking about?
Well, I'll tell you what, the ball was thrown so quick, I don't think it's lineman downfield. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, because that's where it was kind of thrown. But either it has to be some kind of hold or a chop block or something like that. I just think it happened so quick. A lineman downfield would really be hard, would be a tough call in this situation.
All right, so a little discrepancy in the programs and the stats on 82. We called 82 Dalen Dow earlier, so we're going to stick with that. That pass was intended for Dalen Dow. It was enough for the first down, but we are still waiting for the officials to tell us what the penalty flag is and whether it is first down or still 3rd down.
I'll tell you what this has given Owen Valley and Coach Potts is a chance to meet and talk with his quarterback. And so again, the officials have done a good job of huddling and making the right call, but it's one of those things right now.
You're seeing their notebooks out. Could they? I mean, what do you think they could be writing down at this point?
I tell you what, I think they're just they're execute.
So a personal foul on Owen Valley, unconfirmed, but it looks like there could have been a punch thrown. We have not seen any player ejected, but they are certainly writing down the name and number, and this is one of those situations that can come back and cost you in the next game as well.
Well, again, this is the one thing that about an ejection, what it does it can be an 8-quarter penalty all the way to at least a 5-quarter. In this case, if the young man did throw the punch, he is asked to leave the game and cannot come back and play in next week's game at all.
You know, I've not been watching the entire time from the end of that play. I've not seen anyone for Owen Valley go to the sideline, so we don't want to speculate, but we do know there was a personal foul. It did turn a first down into now third down, a very costly situation now, and it could even cost Owen Valley into the future as the officials are still discussing near the football exactly what they have to do, and they're having a conversation with a member of that Owen Valley offensive line. So you wonder what was said in that conversation. You wonder, we did not have a good look to see if there was an actual punch thrown. Either way, now 3rd and 18. First down Patriots becomes 3rd down, and Burkett's trying to make something happen once again, and he finds one of his favorite targets near the first down marker. That's number 6, who made the big plays in the first half, Colin Brandenburg. A lot of credit to Daniel Burkett and also to Colin Brandenburg.
I love the idea you move the pocket, you get him, you get Burkett on the edge. Really, again, we're up here, and I understand that the spot, the official was 18 yards behind the play. I thought Brandenburg got the first down. Now it's 4th and short.
So this becomes really the play of the game. 4th down and 1, 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Owen Valley needs to get that first down and then quickly get back on the ball. They're going to go for the quarterback sneak, and the quarterback initially stopped, but from the second effort, I thought it looked like he might have gotten it, but I'm not so sure based on the spot. Daniel Burkett kept it himself. We will undoubtedly have a measurement. It is that close and is that important of a play. The ball is put down just past into the 29-yard line, just past the 30. It's tough to tell by the chains on the other side of exactly how far they had to get. This will be 6 inches in either direction, either just good enough or just shy of a first down. And if you're the offense for Owen Valley, you got to go ahead and call your play and act as if you've gotten the first down, because as soon as they set those chains, you got to be ready to go. Yeah. If you don't get it, you're pretty much done for.
Right, and I tell you what, I think there's a chance he has it because the official set it with his left foot, meaning the one that's closest to the first down. But like you said, Jeremiah, it's close either way.
And it is not going to be a first down. The Cloverdale defense stuffing the quarterback sneak on 4th and 1. Think about the different dynamics from that drive when you had the penalties, you had the horse collar, then you had a first down brought back from a personal foul penalty. In a way, a little bit fitting for this game. Two teams that at times looked really good and at times make a number of mistakes, and maybe fitting for 2-4 teams.
Well, exactly. I think that's a great point. When you're 2-4, you have a lot of self-infliction. Besides playing good people, you're also doing things by penalty, by turnovers, to not give yourself that chance to win, and we've seen that tonight from both teams.
But maybe the underrated unit of the game is that Cloverdale defense, because this is an Owen Valley team that has the capability of scoring some points, and Owen Valley basically has been unable to get much going offensively except for those turnovers. So now Cloverdale's mission, hold on to the football. You get 1, maybe 2 first downs, this game's over.
Exactly. That's what you're telling your offense right now. If you're Cloverdale, we need 2 first downs. 2 first downs win this game. And if more than anything else, 2 first downs means that probably a minute and a half to 2 minutes goes off the clock, which gives Owen Valley less time to have an opportunity because they still have to score twice.
So timeout is called. 3 minutes, 9 seconds, 3 minutes, 8 seconds on the clock. Owen Valley really has to use their timeouts now. That was the first timeout for Owen Valley in the second half, so they still have 2 remaining. The officials are signaling up to the scoreboard to try to get a little bit of a clock correction. Maybe that 7 seconds could benefit Owen Valley, Coach. What's your message to that Cloverdale offense? Maybe specifically, what should Parker Watts, the quarterback, be saying in this huddle?
Tell you, more than anything else, is do what you've done all game. Keep your hands inside the offensive line. Running backs do a great job of now securing the football, and I think you're going to let this play clock go all the way down under 5. each of the next couple plays.
The handoff was to Trey Henry on a play we've seen throughout the second half. He's unable to get the first down, so Owen Valley will use its second timeout, setting up a 3rd and 3. And basically, if you're Owen Valley, you have to get a stop here and then force Cloverdale to punt, and then you just got to really hope for a quick drive, a quick score. Then you may be onside kick. The odds are certainly stacked against Owen Valley at this point.
Well, you go back to here, it's 3rd and short. Be anxious to see what Coach Boyette does here, and Coach Winters, just because of the fact they've not stopped or slowed down your jet sweep. And so now we're in a situation that you can go forward with Trey or Tice Jackson. Just hold on to the football.
Once again, a busy weekend for the ISC Sports Network. Tomorrow, a couple of college football games. Truman State and UIndy. The Greyhounds hoping to continue their solid start to the season, currently ranked 10th in Division II. And then St. Francis and Marion, a top 10 showdown on the NAIA gridiron. Keep it tuned to the ISC Sports Network all weekend long. And then high school football fans, be sure to check out the IHSAA website for the draw. I believe noon. Colts play on Sunday night, so they try to make sure they don't have a conflict there. So a noon webcast this year for the draw show. Bob Lovell, Paul Condry will have it for you from 12 until I think 2 o'clock, also on the IHSA Champions Radio Network. 3rd down, this could be the ball game, and number 10, Trey Henry. He wants a touchdown. Shoestring tackle brought down at about the 30. But what can you say about the job Trey Henry, the junior, has done? This is a senior laden squad, but the junior Parker Watts is the quarterback, and then a junior wide receiver who really acts as a running back, making a man miss, had the first down, held onto the football. That pretty much seals a homecoming victory for Cloverdale.
Tell you what, there are a couple things that you remember as a senior. Number one is winning on senior night. The first one here for these seniors here is winning homecoming. It's a big deal. You've got all your alumni back. You've got your grandparents and parents here. Your community's out to watch the King and Queen, and you want to top it off with a win.
And you might just take a kneel at this point. Clock is running, 1st and 10, 2:30 to play. They will hand off and give it to their senior, Tice Jackson. Coach, we referenced the Western Indiana Conference. There are 2 divisions in this conference. Both Cloverdale and Owen Valley are in the East Division, and only games against East Division opponents count. The last week of the regular season, it's kind of interesting. They do cross-division matchups, and they have a division champion. And think about college conference championship, and it's a few conferences around the state do this when they've got more than 7 or 8 teams and they can't play true round robin. This win gives Cloverdale 3 wins against just 1 loss in that East Division. Next week, they host Indian Creek, who's perennially one of the good teams in that division. You never know. They could be in a situation if they could knock off Indian Creek, and then I believe they lost to Cascade, who is possibly still undefeated. If they could get a loss, there could be a 3-way tie. Cloverdale could be playing for a championship.
Well, they're now back-to-back wins. They're playing good football. You've got a senior-laden team, one that Coach Winters is excited about. You never know what's going to happen now. You've got a situation where, again, confidence is such a big deal at any level in high school now. Now you've won back-to-back games. Now you're 3 and 4. You get a little more excitement here. Big game next week with Indian Creek.
This is a school that has just not had a lot of football success, so 3 and 4 with the opportunity to maybe pick up a 4th or even 5th win before the postseason starts. You've got to credit the job that Cloverdale has done. Owen Valley making that tackle in the backfield. That was Patrick Hirschberger, one of the captains, really having a solid game for Owen Valley. You can tell that's a football player. He was leading the team in tackles, entering play 55, feels like at least 10 so far tonight.
He's done an incredible job. Now you've got 3rd down. Now Owen Valley's out of timeouts, so you're going to run the football here. Probably going to go for it on 4th down. Okay, run it again. Maybe even run all the way down and take a timeout right before the clock expires on 4th down, trying to get as much clock away here, because if you punt the ball, you've got a snap, you've got a chance of a block punt. That can be crazy here. A handoff on jet sweep or a dive is a lot less of an issue, and you're still going to make Owen Valley, worst case scenario, go almost 70 yards here to score, and they need 2 scores.
Yeah, so worst case scenario, for Cloverdale is Owen Valley taking over with about 1:40 on the clock. And as you said, no timeouts, down 2 scores. You think you're in a pretty good position, but you've been around football a long time. Anything can happen, but you like your chances if you're a Clovers fan.
Exactly. Again, it's never over until it's over. There's been too many screwy things that have gone on.
They try the reverse. Nick Winders, perhaps to put the cherry on top of the sundae. He does not get the first down, but he does hold on to the football.
And it took a little time there, which is still a big deal. So now you've got probably going to snap the ball with just about a minute and a half. Probably going to call timeout, run it all the way down, call timeout, and then you've got now a 4th and manageable. And again, I'm saying jet sweep of some sort here, but I'm going to guess they might run all the way down or snap the ball again with under 5 seconds.
So play clock currently at 15. They will wait until that goes down to 0. Although the play is in, they could actually get it snapped and not have to use that timeout. 5 on the play clock. They'll have to hurry if they don't want to get a delay of game penalty. They do snap it. They do pitch it. And it's that number 10, Trey Henry, but he is brought down for a loss of about 6. Ian Townsend making the play for Owen Valley. So,
what I like, again, a long, drawn-out play. Toss makes more clock run. They've got no timeouts. You're going to make them now go 68 yards and score twice. If you're Cloverdale, you feel good about things because we've talked about the defense. They played so well on defense here. Again, and put enough points on the board to really give themselves a great chance to pull out this homecoming win.
I'm not a big fan of prevent defense, especially when I'm watching NFL football, but this would be a situation you can play the prevent and it's okay.
Well, you want to keep them in bounds, and you want to keep them, not getting chunk plays here.
It would seem like a lot to ask for Owen Valley to get 2 scores, and that is not how you do it. And how about the sack from number 24, Jake Wilkes?
I tell you what, Jake Wilkes has had just a monster game. Excited for him and his family. Just because of the fact they've gone through so much. To see him come out here just speaks volumes to Coach Winders, the coaching staff, his teammates, to do it on senior or on homecoming. It's been such an emotional week. Very excited for him.
You've been around football. These are kind of one of the things that just gives me goosebumps thinking about it. You think about the pain and the heartache that he's been dealing with all week. It's probably been difficult for him to focus on practice and school, and coming out to the football game, it's 2.5 hours that he can just block all that out and just go play. And has he played maybe the best game of his life, having defensive plays, touchdown, coming up with a huge 3rd and 10 reception. Jake Wilkes, the junior, he's my star of the game.
Tell you what, I'm just thrilled just because, again, life is so precious and so short. Football is so important, is a big importance for he and his family. But again, excited for the way that Jake has come out and played.
And the clock will wind down. The Cloverdale Clovers celebrate a homecoming win in 2017, 20-9. And look at that celebration on the field, Coach. This is a team that just improved to 3-4. They're celebrating like they've just won the sectional.
Well, you talked about this earlier. They don't look like a normal 3-4 team. I thought they played really well down on defense. They were great up front. I can't get over the explosive players that Cloverdale has. Great job by Coach Winders, his staff, Coach Boyette. Just a fantastic win on homecoming for Cloverdale.
As for Owen Valley, they fall to 2-5, and Coach Potts, while he's been around a while and he's got a bright future, I know some of the younger Patriots are coming up through the program. You will hear from Owen Valley again, but maybe a difficult season with the injuries they have suffered. We have much more still to come on the Endeavor Communications post-game report. Right now, we're watching Cloverdale and Owen Valley shake hands. It's the Clovers celebrating a homecoming win, 20-9 on the ISC Sports Network.
Worried your family isn't protected at home? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eShield Security Solutions. With Endeavor eShield Security Solutions, peace of mind comes from knowing your family and your business are safe. We also provide internet, television, wireless, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications, technology for real people. Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications, technology for real people.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 1 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click weendeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Welcome back to the ISC Sports Network, the Endeavor Communications post-game report. Cloverdale with a 20-9 win over Owen Valley in this Western Indiana Conference East Division clash. Jeremiah Johnson back one final time with the coach, Lance Scheib, and we discussed our personal favorite of tonight. He's also our most valuable player, Jake Wilkes, the junior. An emotional week. His father passed away on Monday. There was a moment of silence at the end of the third quarter, really a moment of celebration for his father's life prior to the start of the fourth quarter. Jake Wilkes did not have a carry according to our stats prior to tonight. The first time he touched the football, he ran it 50 yards for a touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's some excitement with Jake Wilkes here, some emotion, and just to see him come out here and perform the way he did with such a heavy heart, just a inspiration to his coaches, to his teammates, to his family, to his father, who he is, with a heavy heart, played such an incredible game. And I know that in my eyes, Dad is looking down, very proud of his son and his teammates for pulling out this great win here on homecoming.
You see Jake Wilkes getting the post-game interview, a well-deserved post-game interview. 50-yard touchdown run, had a number of great defensive plays as well. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from Jake Wilkes and really this entire Cloverdale football team as they ran onto the field with the American flag on homecoming night. And they were fired up. I tell you what, Coach Winders, he was motivated when we talked to him 30 minutes before the game, and there was the tail end of that 50-yard touchdown run from Jake Wilkes.
I tell you what, Coach Winders, you take the persona of your coach, and he is an incredible no-nonsense. Let's make sure that we play physical football on both sides of the football. He does that, gets a big win for his seniors on homecoming, and again, could not be happier for Coach Winders.
You saw there the teammates surrounding him. That was to start the fourth quarter. During the break between the third and the fourth quarter, the first play after that on 3rd and 11 made a key reception and then had a key sack, sniffing out an Owen Valley drive, and then the celebration. Let the celebration begin. You got to be happy. I tell you what, I love still covering high school football and the championships, the state championships, and a night like tonight, it's kind of one of those games. You see so many, we won't forget this one.
I'll tell you what, this is what high school sports is all about. It shows sportsmanship, 2 great teams, 2 great programs. Kids played hard, homecoming environment. You see the emotion of life, and life is not always fair. And in this case here, rallies around a teammate. The team does in Cloverdale. Coach Winders does an incredible job putting a game plan together and comes out ahead.
Outstanding work by the entire MTC Sports production crew. Always enjoy this, and you can watch on demand and live action tomorrow as there is college football on the MTC Sports Network, the ISC Sports Network we referenced. It's Marion and St. Francis, UND playing as well, and some of these players you saw tonight could be playing for those respective schools on into the future.
Well, I tell you what, our state does a great job of recruiting our own. And I think that's why you're seeing the Marians win national championships, and you're seeing St. Francis do the same thing. You're seeing UIndy had a little down year last year, but is back with mainly Indy kids and Indiana kids. And again, you see the Franklins of the world doing very well, Wabash and DePaul making noises. And so again, I love Indiana football. It's come such a long way. Thank you to the Colts for making that possible. I think we've seen a rise since they got here. But just a great night of football, and I just love the idea of playing, getting ready for the tournament. What a great night, Jeremiah.
Congratulations to Tom Winders and the Cloverdale Clovers celebrating a homecoming win against Owen Valley. 20-9, your final. This is Jeremiah Johnson. My thanks to Lance Scheib, the coach, as well. Good working with you again. Maybe we'll see you down the road.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Once again, from Cloverdale, the Clovers win it 20-9. Thank you for watching the ISC Sports Network.